Good morning, good afternoon, good evening everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. Sorry for the little delay we've had this evening, or this afternoon, or this morning, depending on where you're at. But we're here to follow up from the gallery review hardcore session we had yesterday to get stuck into some Sorare lineup building. And guys, fist bumps to everyone on arrival. Thanks to everyone that was here nice and early. And apologies for missing out on on catching us bang on 4 o'clock. I said I got wrapped up in a little errand, and hey, before you know it, gets caught in the rush hour traffic, and here we are. So thanks everyone for your patience. Fist bump to all you guys on arrival, of course. And we've got lots of requests locked and loaded already, ready to rumble, because guys, this weekend is going to be massive. Now, we don't have the French, and we don't have one or two other bits and pieces, but there's still like a main body of the European calendar fully firing out this game week before we go in to the festive period, where it is going to be mainly the UK teams with some of the second tier, like Serie Bs and some of that kind of stuff. But fist bumps everyone on arrival. I see Alex Coombs in the chat, James Johnson, Lucas Zaid, Mr. A, Crampy my man, Tom Cuddy, Mini Me, Timbo, Luke Jones, Hatlagen as well, Stefan Rands, Rye, good to see all of these in the house. And I'm just going to close that poll for me so that I can see who else is there. It's Apocalypto, Charlie and DeBar. Good to see you. Love it, guys. And yeah, let me just fill in the request sheet, the request page, and we'll get stuck into it like a dog eating beetroot. I had a few midweeks going out. I had a few teams in this midweek, and sadly Hugo Duro DNP'd on me here. For this team, it's probably a write-off, sadly, and this was, I think, my main team. I think Nkunku was a big part, and I think Gordon was a big part of my midweek hopes. But the other side of the Valencia coin did okay. Sadly, we've had a good team for Baranachea here, but we've still got Quattro. We're at 600. If Quattro can smash, we might get into something decent. But hey, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I didn't even get blooming Baranachea into this squad either. Kang In Lee off the bench with a decisive. We got Johnny Kenny tonight at Stamford Bridge to run. This is almost certainly not going to do anything, but hey, midweeks, a wee bit of highs with the Valencia guys doing some decent scores. Wow, Sergio Camelo actually bringing in a wee 74 as well. Maybe there was a winning team this game week for me, but sadly, why is Dimitrescu on a 0? Oh no, sorry, I just looked at that too fast. But yeah, let's build the request sheet up and let's see what we're getting stuck into tonight. Alex Coombs in live and loud. First and foremost, good to see you. Don't forget to hit the like button while you're here, guys. Helps YouTube know that we're having a good time and we're getting stuck into it. James Johnson as well. I see you're in second, and I think you put your squad name at the bottom. James J123. James J123. There we go. Love that. After James, we've got Lucas Zaid 8. Love to see that. And yeah, it should be a good one, guys. If you missed the gallery review session last night, highly recommend you check it out. I will be clipping some of the bits up from those shows going forward and putting them out members only, like maybe like a week ahead of releasing them public. Especially this coming week, helps me fill out the festive calendar and all the rest of it. We get into some cracking Sorare strategy stuff. Actually, Mr. A's in there as well, Wallen. And I've got some stuff recorded to go out for the festive period already. Some good old fashioned strategy content. Clash God as well, Crampy. No problem, my man. Love to see it. Change your icon? No, maybe not. It feels like it's changed a little bit. But maybe not all the way there. Tom Cuddy, evening Quinny. Could you do me an in-season prem? And da-da-da. No problem. Coutinho. Who else have we got up here? Mini-Me, under 23. Love to see that, mate. Mini-Me 98. There he is. Timbo. You've not given me lineups, Timbo. You've just given me your name, which is fine. We'll get you in the sheet. But tell me, what's the priority we're doing? What are we aiming for? What's the main quandary, the main dilemma? Sorare AP. Yeah, it's Aiden, isn't it? Yeah, Aiden PW. Good to see it, guys. We've got some list building tonight, by the way. It should be a proper session. Hatlagen and then Stefan. Now, will I get Stefan's name right? We have, yeah, check us out. XD Rai. XD Rai, good to see it. And Apocalypto, it's the first time I've seen you since Celtic played Zagreb, I think, by the way. Been waiting for you. Been waiting for you, Apocalypto. So there, Holland, fist bump to you, mate. buying the final bits for a champ team, Timbo. That was good. That was a good session last night, wasn't it? Love it, mate. Love it. So yeah, Apocalypto, good to see you coming out, hiding place. Valencia is awful. I bought a stack of them because they had greatest 7 matchups in a row, but they didn't do shit in any of those games. Yeah, I suppose. Benny, good to see you. Good to see you, mate. I suppose you're quite right there. I just bought Valencia because I won the Barrenechea, and the rest of the stack was dirt cheap, like pennies on the pound, you know. I'll put this wee spare tab over here in case we need it. Cameron M. I knew we'd need another tab. There we go. Let's just put you up there, buddy. And then we'll get stuck into it. Awesome. Guys, let me know what you're thinking, even if you're not in the request sheet or whatever, what you're thinking ahead of the weekend, what you're prepping for, what you're excited to see or excited to maybe get from Santa, perhaps. There's a Apocalypto there. Celtic got lucky with the point against the second Dynamo team. Yeah, well, I don't know about lucky. I think we were quite rubbish, to be honest with you, but good to see you, mate. Fist bumps and all that good stuff. Right, so Cameron, you're last on the list, buddy. Alex Coombs is first up. Just need the Lacroix deal to go through, and I think we're good to go. Love that, mate. Alex Coombs, evening Quinny, can you build my rare lineups, please? Picked up some of the players you suggested last night. Love to see it, mate. So what are we cooking in rare? What region are we again? Oh yeah, we did this, didn't we? Is the kind of the way of kind of stress testing what we had here. So let me go backwards to go forward real quickly. What rares do we have again? It was under 23 and Challenger, kind of Venn diagram, wasn't it? Newest to oldest, we got Antman, we got Lansana, we got Elizui, and Anselmo McNulty. Love that. Love to see. By the way, there's a fair amount of Irish players kicking about Europe, isn't there? Fair play to them all. Nice additions as well. Defender, midfielder, forward should strengthen the ranks. So for you, Alex, it's kind of a case of prioritisation, I think, really, isn't it? Like, what do we want to smash? Let's have a look at Charlie in season. And we've got a D3. Okay, so we've got Mignolet away to USG and Robin Roofs away to Willem. Now, that could be pretty good. And I think we have a D1 under 23 as well. I think I'm going to prioritise the first one to be an in-season D3, because with the quality of guys you've got, like, doing well in a Division 3 is definitely within your reach. And I would prefer to use the Roofs as keeper 1 rather than Mignolet, who's away from home. So I'm going to go with Robin here. In defence, the Elizui, wow, what a great game to start him off with, by the way. Opposition's score looks really good. Chances of winning away from home as well. L5 and everything's pretty handy. And this is a guy as well that was like, yeah, he's a defensive mid, but playing as a defender card. So no possession lost because he's in the middle of the pitch. A lot of basic passing, but with that defender card, it powers it up a little bit. So he's a great Team 1 in-season card, no two ways about it. We've got Lansana at home to Breda. By the way, we might be building a Team 1 out of some new additions here. Iqbal as well on to play Fortuna at home, looks really good. Raksaki Classic, by the way, away at Cardiff. Do we have projected lineups for Championship? I wonder. Peck's Wall, 5 minutes ago, hot off the press. We've got Elizui. Oh, he's playing centre-back. Maybe he was playing defensive mid, so it did say that on that page. So that's cool. Go ahead Eagles as well. Antman's there. Lansana's there. Broom is there. All the main players. Love that. So we don't need to worry about any of that. Oh yeah, Raksaki is what we wanted to really check out there. English Championship and Chef U we're after. Chef U away to Harry's Boys. Harry's a Cardiff boy, isn't he? I always forget Harry has a Cardiff boy. I know that. Raksaki is on to play, so that's cool. So some really good options here. Borja Signs away to Sunderland. It's a hard game to lean into. Utrecht for Iqbal. I think that is something I wanted to peek at. No lineup news there yet. Close that Elizui tab. I really like this 50% chance of win for Lansana here. And I think we might get some good correlation then with the likes of Brum and Antman. Ben Doak's got a great game as a classic piece as well, but I think he's better than under 23. So I think we'll take Brum because he's a player, isn't he? And then, yeah, do we just go for that absolute correlation that we found with the go-ahead guys? I think we do, by the way. because like Raksaki could come in here, but again, under 23, I think he might be a bit more powerful. Kayembe looks good as well, but first versus third, it's not as easy a game to lean into, I think, as this go-ahead situation here. And in terms of captain, captain pick. Feels like Broom on the double A is what the computer would pick. Let's click on Ant-Man here. Stacks. Lansana and Broom. Let's add them on. And then who's regularly the top dot? Lansana, Ant-Man, with Lansana in second. Broom, Ant-Man, Lansana. I think Lansana is the most common top dot, isn't he? So I think I would go with him. I would go with that, yeah. And then I think if we flip the team 2, under 23 Division 1, Toby, 80 or 20. That's what it says on the tin, doesn't it? Elias Baum, very good game potentially at home to yield. Schalke, Affengruber is away from home. And sometimes defenders like this, away from home is maybe a bit better. 54 on average. Let's just even look at the last 3 months. 6 months? Yeah, 6 months feels good. Away 55, overall 57. At home 59, yes. He's a wee bit of a home bird, but away from home, he's not exactly incapable. Eldense and Cartagena are the teams that he's scored best against, and I know they are bottom-end teams. Levante, Eibar, Tenerife, some of these guys are a wee bit higher ranking. And this week we're playing Castellon, who are 10th. So I think that could be good for Affengruber. I like Anselmo. I like Perez as well, but 3rd versus 7th was maybe not the priority situation here. Baum for top of the league, by the way, Elversberg. And he's not picking up decisives for a lot of these, but he can. I think I will take Baum as team 1, being at home. We know Schalke are pish. Lennon Miller's a great shout, but I think we take Raksaki as the midfielder. We've got Ben Doak up front. Sego's interesting, but against Zagreb, I'd go with Miller here. Yeah, this is a tidy team, by the way. I'm a Captain Miller kind of guy, or maybe Captain Doak. Doak's got solid AA, just needs that decisive. Oh, captain pick is tough, by the way. You could really pick any of them for captain. I don't think there's a bad one to be had here. And then when we go back to Charlie, Int season, yeah, Ant-Man season, love it. Paul Rudd time, Mignolet in goals. I think we'll pick the defender last because, what do we want to do in midfield? Come back to that in a second. Up front, Skov Olsen. Okay. So we're maybe going to play double defence here. I like the thought of Joaquin Sees. Joris Kayembe, but at home, even to Anderlecht, yeah, he's just fucking killing it, isn't he? At home to Antwerp, really good. Let's see, at home to another decent. Away to Anderlecht last time, very good. Yeah, he's probably quite solid for a classic take. Kayembe. In midfield, I think we're going to be playing Jashari, but Signs feels like a guy you don't want to sideline. Yeah, Jashari is like, if he gets a decisive, it's 80, isn't it? Or 100. Got an assist last time against USG, and he's normally getting decisive against the pish teams. So that's a funny one to weigh up. Borja. Has been playing kind of up front. I think I take Borja. Iqbal isn't a bad shape, but we don't know if he's going to play yet. I've not got that news. Maybe it is Iqbal. At home to Fortuna feels like a good game for him. Whereas Sainz is away to 4th. I think I do go Iqbal. And then that means we need to play in season for final spot. I think I'd rather take C's over... Huge AA on him. Never mind if he does jam his way into a decisive. So yeah, I think Joaquin is the play here. McNulty's not a bad shout. You've got a few decent plays here, but I think I would be going with Joaquin C's. And then for captain, I probably... it's between Iqbal and C's for me, because I think their AA is so solid. You just need that decisive to push them over the top. I like the idea of like the flair midfielder. Let me catch up with the chat. Sorry guys, there's a bunch who's joining us live and loud. Got my early present with the Saka off my missus. Love that mini-me. Just hoping for a big Fulham and go-ahead Eagles win this weekend for Sorare Holland. Aidan Smith, hey mate, can I get a challenger lineup in season? AS 1987, no problem mate. You're at the back of a pretty chunky queue, but you're on it. AS _. There we go. So let's delete some of these players. Awesome. Yeah, nice Alex. So I think we've got like priority 1 and 3 here across division 3 and 4. Both teams are really tidy, but I really do like the idea of this kind of like correlation stack we've got with Go Ahead. And in under 23 division 1, like you've got a good bunch of guys here, you know, very capable points per pound players that without having like Wirtzes and Guardiol's and whatever, like individually each one of your guys are capable of doing 80s, high 70s, you know. Any chance of trying to build a hit your target lineup for me? Use bar. Yeah, no problem. Charlie boy, it would be my pleasure. We've got a restriction list there, so that's great. Make sure I avoid those guys for you. Craig Hunt, fist bump, my man. Good to see you. Crushing the content. Thanks, mate. I'm glad you think so. And hopefully it keeps on continuing. We've got a belter of a 24 hours really. We're obviously rattling through lineup building just now. We're going to have, we had an MFL video go out earlier today. Make sure to check that out, by the way. And then tomorrow we've got the deadline show and Go Fuck Friday. And we've already got some good guests lined up for that. Returning guests, some new faces and whatever as well, which will be good crack. And then, I don't know if it's announced yet, but there's a drunk cast happening. Not at my place, but somebody else's. And I will be out of town Monday to Friday next week. So, recording like mad. I'm going to have some mid-season projections as well, which is kind of aimed at football content, if you get me, but it will also be very Sorare flavoured because like we all like to buy stacks that are cheap or get in on action before prices lift or before good scores come, you know. So I'll be doing a lot of kind of analysis on that, probably more focus on Champ Euro, just because that's kind of a good wheelhouse for me, as it were. But yeah, Alex, man, go forth and kick ass, mate. Good looking lineups. James Johnson, my man. Evening, mate. Hope you're well. Bundesliga, La Liga, and under 23 all limited this weekend, please. No problem, my man. So let's see. What did you say first? You said Bundy. So let's go to the Bundy. And we have 2 keepers. Do we play in season or classic? I think we'll work that out in due course. Traps at home. Yeah, we're going to have in season here, aren't we? Mittelstadt against St. Pauli. That feels like a really good Mittelstadt fixture. Bischoff could do very well against Gladbach, a very open game. Where, like, Bischoff, the thing that's great about him is AA is so solid, and if he gets it decisive, he pops like mad. Similar to Stiller, I think I might take... so the thing with Bayern and Leipzig, right, is it's a really dodgy match. Like, a really dodgy match. Now, I know Leipzig aren't any big shakes at the moment. Bayern are maybe in a bit of the ascendancy. But this is a dodgy fixture. Like, dodgy. You cannot see the little pop-out window I've got here, which is really sad. But if I... Can I add it in? Easy enough. Yeah, let's just change tactics board. Boom. Pop this up here. I'll just slide that here so you can still see the chat. So this is head-to-head Leipzig against Bayern. And if you just look at the general head-to-head, 2-1 Bayern win, 2-2 draw, 3-0 Leipzig, 3-1 Leipzig at Bayern, 1-1 draw, 5-3. This Leipzig team is a bit better. They still had Olmo and some guys like that in the squad. 3-2 Bayern, 4-1 Bayern, 1-0 Bayern. Leipzig and Bayern have had this kind of... Like, it took Leipzig a while to beat Bayern or be competitive against them, but all the games have been quite spicy, have been quite nip and tuck, you know, for the last like 5 years or something. And then if we look at it at Bayern, you know, Leipzig have won 2 out of the last 3. Only lost 2 out of 6. Look at that. Since 2020, draw, loss, win, loss. So that's a funny one. I know some of these individual players will probably still smash. Olise and Musiala are top candidates for that. But, like, 3 goals scored, 55%, not buying into that. 73% chance to win, I'm not buying into that. This is one of those top of the table clashes that kind of, like, not form necessarily, if you know what I mean, but like the kind of state of play kind of goes out the window a little bit for me. So I would probably take Stiller, and I might go double mid with Bischoff if we play Mamouche. You had under 23 here as well, didn't you? You do, but I think Mamouche is the man for Bundes here. And then fifth man, I think classic Wirtz is the play. It could be Bischoff, but classic Wirtz. Leverkusen at home to Freiburg. Wirtz is playing phenomenally right now. Just signed an extension with them as well. And really, wow, you could captain anyone here. I think Mamouche is the captain play, but... And then do we get a second lineup in here? We did have a classic keeper. Yeah, Kobel away to Wolfsburg feels a tad dodgy. I think you have to take Upamecano. Oh, now they're all under 20. Oh, is Elise under 23? Yeah, he is. So these are all under 23. So whoever doesn't get in, we can pitch out over there, except for Amiri. And that might push you to think, oh, let's put Amiri in here, right? But away to Frankfurt, I don't think that's a good game for Amiri, although he will still do kind of okay. I think we want to take Elise for this. We want Dutch up front. And then for the fifth man, do you know, I'd probably just put the little Bayern trifecta together here. Right, 2 seconds. Kids, man. Never happy, man. Never blooming happy. Let's have a peek at La Liga. So, we've got a D1, so we must have some power here. Let's see what we're cooking with. Oh, we've got our pick of the litter, but there's a lot of tough games. Top of the table clashes. I think Courtois is probably going to stand out as the best keeper you have here. In defence, that classic Gomez might be helpful. And Barca Atleti, again, it's kind of similar to Leverkusen, Leipzig Bayern, where it's just a bit of a saucy fixture. A wee bit of history in there. I like the thought of Rudiger, actually, in a game like this. Solid AA. Won't let you down. I think we'll pick defence last, Bucks. I think the quality and the potential scoring output of the defence, we'll see if we need to take more of a gamble, more of a risk with somebody, depending on what we've got elsewhere. Lo Celso at home to Vallecano, Bellingham as well at home. Feels like a really good double midfielder play. And then Rafinha, Griezmann, Louis, Rodrigo goes. I think I want Rodrigo goes in this one. And go Lo Celso. And then we can play classic if we want. Maybe a classic Sergio Gomez might be the cheat code play, by the way. That feels like a fucking buff team, by the way. Who would you captain? I'm a captain Rodrigo guy, but again, you could really captain anyone, mate. That's a buff-ass team. D2. We've got enough keepers. We'll have 3 lineups in this, I think. You've got a Barca play, right? So I think we probably... What divisions do we have? 2 and 3. I'm going to do something controversial here, right? I'm going to say, let's play the Barca guys in D3. Let's take Fran in goals here. I like the thought of Aguerd or Rudiger. Let's go Rudiger. We've got classic Bellers. We've got Valverde. I think Sucic could have a really good game this game week. You don't have any Barca mids, yeah. So if we're building Barca, we'll have like Rafinha, the Barca defence, and then we need a different midfielder. It's probably going to be a Bellingham, isn't it? So let's put one of the Bellinghams in here. We'll leave the Rafinha to go with the Barca kids. We have an Mbappe here, but it's classic. That Jude kind of throws me off as being classic because it's cool. No Lamal, no Vinny. Yeah, so that makes me want to kind of double back for a second. Go back into the last team here. And I want to change... I'm going to change Sergio for Rudiger. And I'm going to change this Bellingham into a classic Bellingham. I'm worried I'm maybe taking some points off the table because Sergio Gomez could peak. Defender card. He could peak quite nicely. But yeah, he's not really smashed this season, so it's hard to really be that worried about it or really, really jump on it. I think Rudiger's a guy at home in these types of games that, yeah, can just deliver a solid 65 if he does. Like, he loves to shoot from distance, he loves to get up for corners and stuff. So yeah, I don't mind that. And D1, but Celso's kind of your kicker card here. That's fine, I don't mind that. And then when we go into D2, we play Fritz or Vitis or Vietes. We play Vietes. We play Aguerd. In season Bellingham. That means we've got room now for classic Mbappe. And then the fifth man. Do we maybe throw Griezmann into this? I think we do. Or Valverde. Nah, Griezmann's a hot now. Let's put Griezmann in. And then captain pick is really you've got your choice of the letter here, but let's go with Bellers. And then when we get to team 3 in Division 3, we go Pena, Kubarsi or Koundé. Wow, Inigo Martinez is rated the best out of them. Not for me. I take Koundé. Much bigger fan of Koundé. But let's check the actual scoring profile. Koundé is... I've seen something he's played more games than like anyone this year. But yeah, man, super solid. And he's playing fullback, so he's got a fair chance of the decisive. Kubarsi at centre-back. Yeah, it has been good and stuff like that, you know, but against Atleti, there'll be fouls and free kicks and stuff. So yeah, I think we take Koundé on that basis. We've got classic Bellingham. We've then got in-season Rafinha. And then the fifth man, we could go Inigo. Or could go Louis. Don't see Louis scoring that great against Atleti. Zubimendi might not be too bad because he'll just like bring in tons of all around. Sucic could be good, but you've got under 23 to play, so Sucic could be nice for that anyway. I'm maybe going to go Valverde. Yeah, Valverde's doing the business. And I'm a Captain Rafinha guy on this one. That then leaves us with under 23, I think, doesn't it? Yeah. What keepers we're playing with? Oh yeah, we've got some of the best here. Let me catch up with the chat, sorry. You looking forward to the Christmas break? I am, mate. I've got 2 kids. We're going away for it. Up to Aviemore. We did it last year and it was like the best Christmas ever and all that caper, so kind of made sure it happened again this year, which was nice. Could I jump on the back of the queue? Craig Hunt, of course you can, mate. Craig, what was it? 12. There you're there. Awesome. Right, so we get back to under 23s. Trafford at home, Rofs away, Lamans, and Apollo. I don't think any of them jump out as being supremely better than the other one, so I think you take your top pick here, which is Trafford at home. Egan Riley kind of fits into that boat as well, but Sergio Gomez is still under 23, and you've got Ryan Flamingo, but that's how does he do against top teams? Against Twente, not that good. Utrecht's a top of the table clash, not that good. Really good run of form here against Shakhtar, Girona, and 2 domestic matches in between. Against Ajax, shit. Against PSG, not that good. AZ, okay, that was away from home. Different dynamic for the defender. Yeah, it's kind of hard to super prioritise him. I think I like the look of the THB. Not the THB, sorry, the Sergio Gomez. Because again, Celta Vigo at home, away. It's a good game for a defender card, I think. Won't concede many, I don't think. And Yeah, I like Sergio. Oh. Shea Charles and Bischoff are the top two mids for me there. So I think alongside a forward of Ondrika or Broom, we're going to do pretty well. Ondrika's stats for this game look so good. Away from home as well. But I'm probably going to go Broom on top team and then Bischoff. Shea Charles is maybe the captain for that. Then when we get to team 2, it's D4, so much lower threshold to success. I'm going to take Lamans away to Dender. I think I'm going to take the Egan Riley on this one, along with Tillman. Slightly tougher games, but guys that can hit, with the Ondrika, who's got a boss fixture. And then for the fifth man is maybe where we could put Flamengo in. Delorgi Nieper, decent game. De Kuiper, decent game. De Kuiper could do really well. He's on great form. Unreal form. Yeah, I think we take him. Double defence. Triple A monsters everywhere. I don't know who you captain out of all them, by the way, but I'm probably going to go De Kuiper. And then when we get to the last one in D5, again, very low bar you've got to think to get a score that will do you well. Apollo at home or Roofs away. I'm probably going to go for Roofs away because Apollo, like, has been great and stuff like that, but he does catch a negative decisive once in a while. I think I would probably take Flamingo for this team because he's at home. I like Sucic. Oh, Paxton. Nice. Oh, but he's not on to play. Maxime De Kuiper will score great. Always does against big teams when you least expect it. Flamenco is high possession kind of defender. Yeah. In season Bellamy would be mint if negative DA counted as well as positive. Afternoon, Dom. Good to see you. No. Mrs. Quinny will be fine. She knows what we're up to tonight. And it was just last night, so we had a marathon session. It was a wee bit of, for fuck's sake, all that caper, but it was all good. Kenny Taylor. Wait, Sparta we've maybe overlooked a little bit. He is a kind of team 3 type of guy, isn't he? I like the thought of Sucic a bit better, but he's on to play this one. It's Camavinga on to play. I like Camavinga a lot. But again, he doesn't always, he's not always a great Sorare smasher, is he? Rudiger's there, Tchouameni centre back, Camavinga in front of the back 4. Max Dean up front, Bakayoko up front. Injuries make this a little bit tougher than usual, don't they? Max Dean. Oh yeah, that guy looks like he's from the 70s. And Bakayoko, is he on to play? I don't think we had a PSV team, did we? 11 minutes ago. Hot off the press. Flamingo's there. Tillman's there. Bakayoko's there. Lovely. That's what we were after. Utrecht 4 minutes ago came in. Iqbal's there. No Paxton. So we take Bakayoko. And then fifth man. What's Camavinga's scores been like? Oh yeah, Camavinga, by the way. When he starts, he's really solid, isn't he, by the way? Who's the other options? Seas, Kubarsi, Den Bosch, Delorgi Nieper. So it's between Delorgi Nieper and Camavinga for me. Oh, he's just got a bit more. Yeah, Delorgi. Rico Man, good to see you. Oh, Paxton suspended. Yellow card accumulation, great catch. Sorry about a pain, did mine get missed? I asked earlier, but I missed the comment. I think you missed the comment. Sorry, Luke Jones, let me scroll back. Luke Jones. Oh yeah, right after Timbo. So where is Timbo? Good catch, Luke Jones, my man. In here. Boom. Move you to the right place, buddy. Luke J. Awesome. So let's see, James, what we've got cooking here. So La Liga, like, look at the strength of these lineups. D1, D2, D3, mate. You're set to kill on all fronts, I think. Would I make any adjustments to these? Probably not, no. Good use of the classics. Very good in-seasons. I like that. And the Bundes ones, I like the Bundes ones a lot as well. Bayern in a D2 setting could help you. And the D1s are like all the good matchup guys, all at home as well, by the way. I like that a lot. And then under 23, what we just finished with here. Again, for D3, 4 and 5, like, mate, you should be rinsing this, really. Big lineups. So, yeah, looking good. Lucasade 8, my man. What were we after? Lucasade 8. Hey, Quinny, in-season champ, rare. In-season champ, rare. In-season challenger, limited. So, in-season champ, rare. Okay, so Leno I like, but that's classic pressure straight away. Bowman, Severa, Johnson. Sam Johnson could be the play, actually, because he's in season. And Leicester isn't, you know what the Premier League's like. You think maybe Leicester can't score 3 in a game like this, but as soon as you say it out loud, you know what's going to happen. So let's pretend I never said that. And Sam Johnson's on a 60-40 against. So yeah, I think we need to go Leno, and that puts a lot of in-season pressure on the outfield picks here. Castagna's a good play. Chabot, I'm not a big fan of, like his scoring output, to be honest with you. Tarkowski against Chelsea could be fine. And Rico is okay. But yeah, I think I take Castagna for the punch power. Maybe we're sticking with a wee bit of the Fulham spine here with Smith Rowe. Up front, Anthony Gordon. Or Kulu. Anthony Gordon. And then fifth man has to be in season. I like Pepelu. Or, Pepelu. The black and white outfit, by the way. Change that from Team C to, I was going to say the Magpies, but Newcastle have already taken that. But something else, it's black and white maybe. That's quite fun. Who would you captain? Ooh, really anyone could do it. Castagna is maybe the least captainable on current form. Is he on to start? Yeah, he's on to start. So D1, Team 2. I think Bowman's probably going to concede more than Severa. We could play classic Van Dijk. We're then looking at in-season Kudus. I don't fancy Gakpo to start this. Martinelli, is he on to play? Martinelli. Arsenal. Martinelli's there. Let's look at that Liverpool team. Do we have Liverpool? We do. Gakpo's on. Soboslai's on. Robbo's on. I thought Robbo was suspended. I mean, no, guys, did Robbo's red card get overturned? Cheapest chips as well, mate. Love that. Oh, the Porto collection you're talking about there with Cameron. And then the fifth man, we need to be in season. I think I take Gakpo. Captain's so tough here. I'm maybe captaining Van Dijk just for security. Nice. And sadly we need to take Bowman, who's going to concede maybe 2 or 3. Which should be a high scoring game in my books. I think you probably need to take Diego Rico as the in-season defender, and classic Odegaard then comes into midfield. We're then looking at Kulusevski up front, and then the fifth man who's in season, Tarkowski or Max. Max is kind of safe as houses, and if he can just get that wee cheeky assist, he's job done. Tarkowski, what does he need to do for us? He needs to just be winning duels and clearances, get the clean sheet 10-pointer in. Not going to happen against Chelsea for me, so I think we take Max Arnold, Captain Odegaard. Robbo missed cup game on oh yeah, England. That's so weird how England do that with the League Cup, but fair enough. Buzzing for me. So champ in season rare, and then it was challenger. Who is that again? Lucozade. In season challenger limited. Challenger limited in season. 2 D2s and a D3. Oh, Trubin, De Keizer. Should be fun at home to Groningen. That's not bad. Gunnock as well. By the way, really good. Wow, your goalkeepers are prime. Trubin's top of the tree, of course. Oh yeah, you're doing good this week, mate. Doing good this week. Who scores better, Araujo or Otamendi? Let's investigate. So who's over who? Blue or orange? Last 3 months. Orange, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, 5-4, 5-5, 6-5, 7-5, 7-6. So tight, isn't it? And then what was the actual, like, Otamendi? Yeah, they actually both can get to the same realms or not. Like, one can only get so high. So that's a real coin toss. Maybe we play both of them in the end, but let's just play Araujo to start with. In midfield, Cockchew's a kind of hope play, but for them at home, against that sort of lineup, I don't mind that at all. And then yeah, do we just go with the Pavlidis and have the Benfica power play? Or do we get a differential involved here? Because Pavlidis hasn't been smashing. Whereas Vincent Janssen's got a really strong L5. He's getting into high 70s and 80s. What's Pavlidis up to? He's not. So yeah, I think Janssen is the play. Vincent Abubakar is a real throwback, by the way. He's not a Team 1 capable guy. Killasoy, not really either. So yeah, I think Vincent Janssen is maybe the guy. Dryer's away in a tough match. I'm not really going to entertain that for the top team. So we go Vincent Janssen. And then we can take a classic. Anything else? Again, I really want to put Otamendi into this. Jaimiro Montero, but it's a bit of a flair player, a bit of a match winner. And in a game like this, by the way, he could be a good play. They're away to Warwick. Good all around away from home. It's our primary playmaker. So I actually quite like that. What's the chances of him outscoring Otamendi? Yeah, I think we go Otamendi. Captain. Just say Otamendi. It could be anyone. It could be any of them. Now our team in D2. De Keizer, Gunnock. Let's go Gunnock. We've got Alexander Ba. I'll put the classic Montero in midfield. And then up front, Killasoy, this is a game where he should do a better score. So I think we take Killasoy. And then fifth man, we're looking at in-season Hermans, Arunes, Rafa. Rafa. This is the sort of game where Rafa should do alright, but isn't it? Yeah. Dryer's still not a bad shout. I'm still half considering him because he's got all around to him and he's decisive capable. Ludogorets, Bruges, Kortrijk, Liège. Yeah, he's got good games in him at big opponents. And away from home, he's not too shabby either, by the way. So I think I'll take Dreyer here. And then when we go to the last team, which is in Division 3, we've got a lower bar probably scoring potential. So De Keyser fits really good. Jonas Svensson on a double A works fine. I'll probably play Hermans on that double A as well. We've then got Pavlidis, I think, for the classic forward. And then the best in-season player left is Rafa. Arunez we've looked at before because he just plays all over the pitch. He's maybe not that sexy, is he? But he's definitely going to play. I think Rafa's maybe the play, but because against that sort of team, if they score a few goals, he should be involved in whatever's going on. Araujo for captain, Cameron M thinks. D1, D2, D2. The second D2, I'm not confident it's going to get promoted, but maybe it gets a box. D1's fun, differentials, but so you're kind of relying on the scores going your way, of course. Team 2 is cool. And then those limiteds we just played. The first teams won't get promoted. No two ways about it. And the other ones, again, a bit of a mixed bag. So yeah, looking good, mate. Built to kill for the top teams. Wallen, Mr. A. What are we up to? Hey bud, hope just need help with the usual challenger rare. Is it in season? Yeah, cool. So Olic playing Ajax, Unerstyle playing AZ, Brandenhorst away to Utrecht. Your keepers are all kind of... I think I am going to take Olic at home as top keeper. Boscagli's obviously team 1. Ooh, Sara, Veerman. Feels like they two go together really nicely. Let's play Veerman first because he's at home. And take it from there. Into forward. I think I take the Jacob. And then fifth man, Sara. Captain, really, whoever you fancy. Really good in season, by the way. Team 2. That's actually really tough. Let's go with Unerstyle. 5 versus 6 might be a tighter a game than first imagined. Ooh. Yeah, defence gets tough to pick. This is giving me a big deja vu from the last couple of builds. This guy's hot or cold. Thomas St. Jago is kind of like more reliable, isn't he? He's just going to do a 50 odd for you. And if it's a great game, he could smash. It feels like a team 3 play. I think we'll take McQueen, or whatever his name is, top. Double A rated for this guy, Tijanic. He's classic. I know why. He's doing a bit, isn't he? He's doing his bit. It's a good team 2 player. So I've got Lang. And then best in season, Lauritsen playing Ajax. Not too buzzing about that. AZ Twente, Bass, Negley. It's a tough choice for final man in team 2. It is a tough choice. Lauritsen, how do you do against the good players, the good teams? So, away to AZ, 71. Or home to AZ, I beg your pardon. Utrecht, big match again. Away to PSV, big match again. Playing Feyenoord. This guy's a big game. Wow, it's Twente. He only does stuff in the matches that mean something, really. Or against the minnows. So, yeah, I don't mind Lauritsen coming in here. As 5th man, I'm probably going to captain Lang. And then for the 3rd team, you call it reserves, and it feels like it is a kind of reservish lineup. With Brandon Horst, St. Jago, we're probably looking at like Mignan, I would go next. Yeah, probably Parrott. And then Julian Bass, maybe. Negley, maybe. Let's see what the chat's saying. Liam King, fist bump, good to see you. Rico man, what do you think the last 4 days of the advent calendar will be? I think out of the last 4 days, I think like 2 of them will be good. We might have a bit of that fastest finger first thing on the go, but I think for the most part we're just going to see reskins of kind of what they've done already, to be honest with you, Rico man. And Craig Hunt, by the way, fist bump to you, thank you very much with the super chat there, donating a tenner, thank you very much, $9.99. Really appreciate all the advice and reviews over the season so far. I grab a couple of pints for Christmas. Thanks very much, mate. I will do. I sincerely mean that, Craig. Thanks a lot, mate. It means a lot to me. And yeah, it's not wasted on me that you work hard for your money like everyone else does, and all the support for just getting the season ticket is more than enough for me, mate. So really thank you from the bottom of your heart, from the bottom of my heart, for your generosity. Really means a lot to me, mate. I will certainly have a pint on that, and I'll give you a cheers to it in the Telegram for sure, or a post or something, 1,000,000%, mate. Because yeah, I love that, mate. Thanks very much. I'll have a shot of tequila probably with it as well if we can squeeze that in. Don't know if I'll go for 2 pints, but a pint and a shot feels good to me. So let's find this fifth man here. Thanks again, mate. Honestly, Bass has had the scores before, but he's not been bringing them recently. Negley being a forward or more forward player, just maybe got a wee bit more potential to slip in here, but he, his AA normally comes against the weaker teams. Maybe go classy. You can get a rare keeper. Yeah, we could maybe get a keeper. We could maybe buy a keeper. You're right, Rico man. Yeah, I just don't think Classy's got the AA for this anymore. I'm going to go Negley just because of decisive capabilities. Get a contender stack with that. You probably could. So mate. Top 2 teams, mate. I really like top 2 teams. Also, there's a clear first team and second team, isn't there? And the third team is your batch of reserves, as per usual. I really, like, fingers crossed, mate. That D2 should be flying into D1. Having a Veerman and a Buscaglia together. We just need to worry or hope that Olage doesn't get absolutely rinsed. I need Sarah and Broom. Great kicker cards. Great kickers on top. So yeah, really excited for that, mate. Hope to see you in D1. Isn't that what Haaland is going for at the moment? Couldn't hit a barn door. You're right there, mate. Clash God, which is Crampy, isn't it? The call I made on Damien Downs on the Deadline show came through. Oh, did it? Damien Downs. Was it on Deadline show? What a call, mate. Wow, triple decisive. Goal, assist, pen, 1. Mate, what a call. And yeah, he did have a profile, didn't he? Great shout, mate. Great shout on the Damien Downs. Crampy, that is. What was your request, Crampy, as I find your first message? Contender in-season limiteds. Love that, mate. Contender in-season limited. Contender in-season limited. Oh, cool. So we're playing Bundy 2 for sure. Oh, tough match for Ron Robert. And maybe Fernandez as well. Schwabe. Oh, by the way, all head-to-head tough matches here. Fernandez at home, with the win percentage, the clean sheet percentage, I think will separate him from the pack here. Carter Vickers is the best defender on screen. Julian Green is against your keeper, so you might not be into that, but I would just play him anyway, because none of your goalkeepers are good. In terms of, like, none of them have got like an amazing matchup to go for. So I'd probably take the Green. And do you have a Damien? Oh, you do. Is he on to play again? Away to Kaiserslautern. Regatta. Yokota. I'd probably go Weird Downs guy again. 15% as well. It's a boss card. And Vickers is a classic, I've just realised, so we need to make sure the last pick is in season. McGuire's back pocket. I've got quite a lot of people playing each other. You do, mate. Any more great shouts for Challenger in specific? Well, I think we get tons of great shouts from the live chat in these videos for sure. Florian Kynes looks like he's on to play on the projections. Ooh, yeah, that's a Team 1 guy. That's a Team 1 guy. Love that. And then Team 2 is in Division 3. I'm probably taking Ron Robert at home, but he's classic, so I'll actually pick the goalkeeper last in case we kind of get our hands tied there. But I don't think we will if we take Hausenberg, actually, because we had a lot of in-season in other positions anyway. Like Martel, I would take him next. Or maybe Search. We'll come back to midfield. What's up front? Regatta. Yeah, I'm going to play Martel in midfield. And then the extra man we get needs to be in season. And I'm going to go Search. And then for the last team, goalkeepers, right? Who's going to win? Who's going to do better? I'm probably going to go with the Schwabi. Great shout on the Biscaglia. Never heard of that guy before. Hoobers. 53 overall. Away from home, 46. Let's even just look at the last 6 months. 50 overall. 55 overall, 50 away, 58 at home. So he's better at home, no doubt. Look at Itter. Can be quite spicy, can't he? And he is away to Hamburg. Away, he is hot or cold, isn't he? It's a game where he's going to be active at centre back anyway for clearances and duels and all that. So I think I would take the Itter. This Philemon, I think, scores well, doesn't he? He's okay. Team 3 capable. Husabanic, a wee bit better. Lubicic. We get classic Kynes there as well. Yeah. Can we go? No, yeah, we can go classic Kynes. And then up front, Fukio. Oh yeah, he does good. But again, it's against Schalke, Hamburg, I beg your pardon. But I'd rather that over who else is here, so that's cool. And then the fifth man, I think Husabanic, or was it Lubicic? Who was Husabanic was the better one, wasn't he? Hubers, Thielman, Meh, Husabanic, better, and then Lubicic. Yeah, so Husabanic is who we want. Yeah, Husabanic is in. Awesome. Think you'll like the Jan specials calendar. Oh, is it out? Let me just clean this page up. And then, is it out? Is there an announcement thing? Cool, so if you've got a ticket, you're guaranteed some stuff. So that's cool. And then tons of stuff on the raffle as well, that's fun. But I don't see a calendar update. Is it maybe on the Twitters? This one. You've confused me, Charlie. Sorry. My brain's melting. It's in the Sorare Discord, is it? It'll probably come out soon then. I've not been on Discord for ages. I'm never on it for that often. Let's see. Discord, and where's Sorare? There, it's there. And is it in announcements or something? General? Announcements. Jesus, you can see how long it's been since I've been in this. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Permanent All-Star. Throughout January, every game week will feature a permanent All-Star competition with 2 entries allowed, giving you the freedom to mix and match. This new approach is part of a test to simplify special events, allowing us to focus on highlighting one main special event per important game week on top of the permanent All-Star comp. For example, in January, the All-Star competitions, you can look forward to fan favourite comps like this. To keep things clear, the calendar below focuses on the highlighted comps. All-Star comps will not be listed, but rest assured they'll take place every game week throughout January. Neon Limited Specialist and Specialist in season. Neon Specialist Limited is yada yada. Competition details, eligibility global. Note these leagues will not have games. And it's a specialist, so there's some rules on it. Full prize pools there. In-season specialist will run at the same time, 25k. This event will have a competition for each scarcity. No neon cards required, but it's the same in-season the same specialist requirement, which is this. But we need 4 in-seasons at every level. European Nights, the penultimate group stage games will have some stuff, which is great. The European Multiplex Climax. We have one last surprise at the end of the month on a high note. For the final group stage matches of the UCL and Europa League, not the Conference League, we're introducing 2 daily game weeks. That's big, isn't it? Game week 47 will run Friday to Wednesday. Game week 48 will kick off Wednesday. Until Thursday. Game week 49 will be Thursday to Friday. Game week 50 will start on Friday as usual. Interesting. So the midweek, we have the final game. Did they say final or penultimate? The final group stage game, yeah. So everyone's probably playing at the same time on Wednesday. So Wednesday at 8:30, that's European time. So that means it'll be 7:30 UK time. The games probably all kick off at 8 o'clock. So that's like rolling lock kind of effort, isn't it? Let's see, Champions League fixtures. And then the final match day on the 29th. Yeah, they all play at 8 o'clock. So the deadline is half an hour before kickoff. That's fucking sick, by the way. And it's just for that one day on the Wednesday night until midday the next morning, waiting for the Opta adjustment. And then it's into the Europa League Thursday night. It'll be the same thing with the deadline for that ending when the deadline flips in for the weekend, as per usual. So that is that's fire. That is fire. As provided by Opta, the special event format is designed to enhance your experience for the special occasion while ensuring it doesn't disrupt any managers. Please note, a daily All-Star competition will also be available to include any covered games happening during those game weeks. Please, yeah, so if you don't have Champions League teams or lineups, there'll be an All-Star thing that runs alongside this to make sure you're okay if you've got a team. You know what that means. Less DNP worries, thrilling intense matchups, stellar player performances, and almost instant rewards. Wow! Fire. Fire emojis, guys. Get them in the live chat. Fire. Get the fire in there. So they're owning control of the internet. They know that we're doing this. Get the fire in the live chat. Let's encourage this type of thing. This is great. We will announce the special events taking place during those 2 daily game weeks in due course, but you can expect a brand new reward mechanic with cash prizes to make these nights even more special. Rewards maybe in for cash, obviously. Full January overview. Rest assured, All-Star is in amongst every game week here. Love that, by the way. That is fire. That is fire. Well done, Sorare. Love this, by the way. That is fire. Oh, what a week we're going to have. What a week we're going to have. Let's see what you guys are saying. Not sure why or how I've got so many. Oh, you're talking about raffle tickets. Lineups will be fun, big time. Lineup building. Oh, guys, we'll do lineup building before it when the lineups come out. It'll be so good. Or maybe deadline show, or I don't know what we'll do. I hope Andy Black and Laird don't do stream about the climax special. Shit, turn weird real quickly. Yeah. Hope conference is involved. I think conference might be like the following week, maybe, because they've been kind of delayed. You know, they've got a game week there now, when everyone else doesn't. Oh, is that the end of Conference League group phase? No, it can't be. Is it? Maybe it is. Maybe this is the end of the group phase for Conference League. It must have a slightly different competition tree. Interesting. I love the set of time frames from lock to rewards. It's brilliant, isn't it? That daily thing happens with NBA. Seems to work well. Like Tuesday night when the rewards. Nice. This is the end of the conference. No idea when the knockouts are. Yeah, I think we've just kind of clarified that, Charlie. Thanks for the double check. And the confirmation. Love that. Team effort, guys. Team effort. Love that. And we've just finished up with Crampy's teams here. Guys, buzzing. Get the fire emojis in the live chat. Come on. Any method to lessen DNP I am in for. Happy that Sorare are testing the waters. Me too, Gully. I say we want to encourage this. Sorare own and control the internet, guys. They're here right now. Get the fire in there. Party popper emoji. Party face emoji. Fire the live chat up. We're on to Cadinho. So let's see. Tom Cuddy. Where were you? Tom Cuddy. Tom Cuddy. Tommy Cuddy. There you there. Evening, Quinny. Could you do me in seasons, please? Prem and Champ. 3 teams. Maybe squeeze in a 4th. Prem and Champ. So we'll do Prem first. Prem in season. Prem in season and Champ. If it's just in season, then I get where we might be limited because of the goalkeepers. Ederson versus Emmy. Let's look at goalkeepers in a second. We'll go into outfield. Not really a bad defender. Pick out a Guardiola or Trent. Midfield feels like Bruno, doesn't it? And up front, Bukayo. Okay, so let's go backwards to go forwards. In defence, I think Trent's an easy take. So that means in goals, do we maybe take a classic? Like a Becker or a Flecken? I'm going to go Emmy. Emmy's a big game player. And then classic Salah feels good. Yeah, I can dig it. Probably Captain Bruno at home. Division 3, big step down. In season Eddie. Put Guardiola next to that. I'm probably taking Bernie. And then we're looking at Isak. And then the best classic. It's VVD or Soboslai. Madison's okay. I don't mind considering him either. If Robbo's... Oh, we've got a Trent as well. And a Bruno. Oh, I think I put Bruno into this. Maybe Captain Guardiola, actually. Guardiola or Bruno would be my captain plays. And then a D4. Let's go look at Champ first in case we need some of these guys before we put them into a D4 situation. Where we've got a D1 to fulfill. Classic keeping. Defence. Classic. Midfield. Yeah, I think we're looking at classic Champ, aren't we now? Let's see if there's any intel in the chat here. There we go. Fire and party poppers, love it. Fury and Usyk just stared down for a good 5 minutes straight. What did I miss? What was I watching? I don't know. Did they actually? Timbo, when is it my turn? You're like second next. So next up is Mini-Me for an under 23 build, and then it's you, Timbo. You just pause if you want. Just pause, have your dinner, and then we come back, press play. Timbo, yeah, but apparently he's worked off it in the League Cup. Apparently the League Cup takes care of your suspension now for the league, which I don't think has always been the case, but so people are telling me. That Emmy save on the line the other week was mental. 13th and 20th of February is when the knockout phase for the Conference League is. Skull TBD with the intel. Brilliant, mate, love that. I wouldn't choose City, just had 2 days off after a derby defeat at home. Club's in a shambles at the moment. It's kind of all that's there to play with, to be honest with you. Draw for it takes place tomorrow. Skull, love that, mate. Love that. So yeah, we're in Champ in Season D1. Yeah, it kind of needs to be classic, doesn't it? I'm going to go low effort in season, or low, it's D4, right? So let's put the Flecken in here. We've got Nico Williams. Let's come back to defence in case we play that classic spot. But we've got Maddison, Chris Wood, and Kovacic. So yeah, classic defender. Trent makes the most sense. Go and win some cash. Because I think then when we get into Champ, it has to be classic. So let's look at Division 2 classic. This is an effort we could smash in. I think I take Becker over Verbruggen and Bowman. I'm a Robbo over VVD guy in a match like this because Robbo gets good all around and can be quite decisive. Wirtz and Bischoff feel like the two midfield plays here, but let's start with Wirtz. And then up front, Luis Diaz is saying he fancies going to Barcelona. And normally when guys start saying that, they start kicking ass and taking names. So let's put Diaz in there. And then, yeah, I think I'd round this off with Bischoff. Is that what you meant, Tom? When you're like 3 or 4 teams? Top classic. And 3 in seasons built to pull. And again, for Division 3, this City kind of play is definitely capable of doing it. So if a player gets a red in the League Cup, do they miss a Prem game? That stands to what it should be. Cameron M can take a red card suspension, but it can't take a 5 yellow suspension, Charlie. Interesting. I'll be back in like 15-20 anyway. Aye, no problem, Timbo. That's what I like to do. See, if I'm listening to like Harry or Laird or anyone else live, like I do just pause them. Like I love being live and in the live chat and stuff like that, but I hate missing a bit. If I'm listening to it, I like to hear the whole show because you never know the wee nuggets of info or insight that maybe come out at just different points. It might even be something that the chat gives the guy on stream, depending on like anyone we're talking about. So yeah, I'm a pause and return kind of guy. And if you miss the rest of the live chat and the rest of the live show, then hey, it is what it is. But I'd rather do that than listen to it twice. I don't mind I listen to Sorare Andrews twice more often than not. Sometimes because of the way my Thursdays go, I maybe catch the back end of it, or maybe just catch the beginning of it before me and McBride do the Celtic stream, which will be tonight at 7:30. So I end up listening to the repeat of it in full anyway, for the most part. So 2 yellows would be a league ban. I'm getting confused now, Graham. So if a player gets a red in the League Cup, do they miss a Prem game? No. If it was 2 yellows, but they would. Interesting. It's weird, isn't it? But Dom Cuddy, I'll leave this page open in case I've done something wrong, okay? But I think we've nailed it. If you're here, come back and tell me. Mini-Me, you said under 23s, if that rings a bell for me, but let me just double check what we're up to, Shane. Probably the last time. Merry Christmas and all that. Oh, thanks, mate. Good comment early on, mate. Love that. Under 23 lineups. Yeah, that's all you said. Just under 23s with a fist bump. Oh, team 1 is in D4. Oh wow, Trubin. Ooh, has to be Araujo, but Egan Riley's tempting. Bellingham has to be because he's at home. You've also got your Saka. I think you've actually built this team already, haven't you? I think you had Igamani in here. And against Dundee at home, by the way, his 80 is so good, isn't it? 14, 12, 28. Egan Riley, but he's just bringing the power, isn't he? Overall 64, at home 60, away from home 60. He was a wee bit better away from home, in fact. I think that's a kind of testament to him being an all-action centre-back, and against a team that's 7, so you'll probably get a bit of that utility in the match. Elliot Anderson is a great shout as well. Saibari could be okay. This is a tough pick, mate, for 5th man. I like Egan Riley too much at home. I suppose Igamani's at home for them. They're definitely scoring, aren't they? So I would probably just do that. Wow, who to captain? Probably Saka. Let me jump back down to the chat, see what you guys are giving it. Either watch the majority of the stream live or don't watch it at all. Fair enough, mate. Michael, good to see you, mate. Fist bump. New Boscagli. Egan, he looks it, doesn't he? Team 2, Trafford is fine. We've still got the Egan Riley, so that makes sense. I'm going to go Elliot Anderson for this team. And then up front, Sherhant is a new name on me. I like the Saibari, but it's a tough game. What's this Sherhant about? Well, he's decent. Needs a decisive, but and against a decent team, do we want that, or do we want Saibari, who's kind of a forward cheat code because he plays in midfield? Of course, the decisives can reign for him, but yeah, I suppose the 80 isn't actually that spectacular. It's more about him being a mid that plays up front and the kind of kids crashing in here. Saibari probably doesn't start. If he doesn't, fair enough. Makes that decision easier. Hot off the presses, PSV 55 minutes ago. Oh, you're right. Shooting, but shooting. Good spot, good catch. Yeah, so we're probably dinging Saibari. Sershan, Yeremy Pino. Against Leganés, it's not a game to say it's definitely a smash because they just beat or drew with somebody decent. Last week was it Barca? Baena and Pino, yeah. I think I probably do take the Pino. That had Mark Guéhi starting for Chelsea. That can't be right. Nah, no chance. And then 5th man, De Kuyper. Or Tillman. I think we take Tillman because he's a mid. It's just a bit safer. And then the 3rd team, we've only got Lyson, 20 or 80. And Dai, that's cool. De Kuyper, oh, it's a mid. Interesting. And yeah, I think we need to take the Serchant here, don't we? And then we'll fill that out with Rocco Vata. For the last team, I don't mind that, to be honest with you. It's the only team that doesn't have a Burnley footprint in it either. Yeah, okay, Rocco Vata. Is he on to start? Do we have a Watford? We do. He is on to start. Him and Chak Vitadze in support of Vikun Bio. That's a fun little trifecta, isn't it? And probably just Captain De Kuyper on this one. Now you're also jumping in the chat saying, happy to make a purchase, got around 100 quid in the account at the moment. Is there an obvious 100 quid upgrade to be had here? I think, like, you know, like you could finesse this ever so slightly and we could like move. Like I was on the fence with playing Elliot Anderson over Igamani, for example. So if we put Elliot Anderson over Igamani, then Igamani over Pino in the team below that, maybe makes the balance of both teams stronger. But see, because you're such low division, I wouldn't worry about that, to be honest with you. You probably need under 23 forward, mate. 100 quid, you don't need to spend all of that. Is there an easy one we can look at that's got a good game this game week? Just real quickly. League and competition, under 23. And we don't care about the seasonality. Cherky feels fun. Who's he playing this week? This won't show as well. It. Mate, if you have £100 and you want to spend your £100, dare say you could try and squeeze a Palmer in here. Ben Doak for 14 isn't bad. Broom is £6. Again, he's kind of getting picked up quite regularly now. Ondrika's got a magic game this week on paper. Musiala at 80, Wirtz at 80. Who's on page 2? I'm not going to spend too long on this, mate. I'm sorry. It's just because it's lineup building night. But I definitely wanted to have a peek at this for you. Mate, fucking Haaland. Man City fan and all that, you know. Samu's not bad at £17. You need a forward. If you can get another forward in, there's plenty of choice. Maybe get a huge budget. Ikatike for 13 feels fun. But he's not that spicy, is he? He's just like a poor man's Haaland. If Haaland was doing his usuals, you know. But yeah, because then you could move Pino down and make this team better. They're both in D5, but so you probably don't need... Las Palmas on a roll. Yeah. Top 6 in the form table. Got a Cherky there on a break now. Might have to be Haaland. Got a Cherky. Oh, of course they are on a break. Sorry, France. I beg your pardon, yeah. That's why it didn't spring to my mind. Well, where did I play Cherky? Haaland would work very well for you. Of course, we're waiting for the form to return. But you could then easily just slide Haaland into Team 1, move Igamani down, move Pino down, or put Haaland into Team 2, move Pino down, kick Sherhant out. Something like that. Timbo, your time, my man. Timbo. Let's see what the request said. Timbo. Buying the final bits from last night. Yeah, you just told me Timbo, fist bump, but then I said to you, can you give me some flavour? Buying the final bits for champ. Just the challenger and maybe the champ squads. Right, so let's look at Charlie. Charlie in season. Bruges against the world. Okay. So I think if it is Bruges against the world, let's just take the Mignoli on top. In season Boscagli. Lord Hands. Tzolis. And then classic. Ooh, De Kuiper. This is fantasy football. The team you like, and then you get a stud to fill in the problem you've got, you know. Love that, mate. That's a great team. And you have another brute. So this is Division 5. So lower bar to get into the success, as it were. We'll use the in-season Benitez so that we can use the best classic outfielder we've got for this. And then the last one we'll have to use the classic goalkeeper. Brandon Michele is quite consistent, but I like the peaks of C's. Haspalat is at home. I'm going to take Skov Olsen over Gustav Nielsen. And then the best classic is like Vanaken, isn't it? Yeah. Take your pick of captain for midfield here. And then the final one, we need to play a classic keeper, which is Mignoli Schmidt, who plays for Portsmouth, or Orton de Wolf. I'm probably going to go with a Mignoli. Brandon Michele. Onyedika Takamine. Yeah, I'm probably taking Onyedika. Gustav Nielsen we have to take for forward. And then for fifth man, Ryan Flamingo. Let's look at your champs. Did we do classic or in season? Let me have a wee peek. Champ. Let's go to in season first of all. Muric Vasilj. I think we built all classic, didn't we? Yeah, love it. So that's cool. Let's just go to classic. Make it simpler. Champ classic. Muric, Newcastle, Vasilj. Actually, tough games for the keepers on debut for you. Sorry, I never really kind of looked at the opening fixture, but Muric at home to Lacroix playing the Arsenal. Mavropanos at home to Brighton. Bensebaini, I think, is the good one here because he could get a decisive. Amiri playing Frankfurt. Honorat, that's a good game for him. Dutch, brilliant. And then fifth man is probably Amiri. And this could actually just be a full Bundesliga team. So let's go to Bundesliga Classic. Who's their keeper again? Vasilj. Yeah, let's do it. Bunde Classic, D5. Vasilj, Bensebaini, Honorat, Dutch, Amiri. Probably Captain Dutch, top heavy power. And then do we have Champ Scraps for a Champ Classic, D5? So we go Muric, Lacroix, or Mavropanos will probably take over Lacroix. Campo. Brennan's not expected to play, and neither is Bayer. So let's see, Tottenham, are they here? Yeah, 6 hours ago. Tottenham, Brennan's on. Dortmund 2 hours ago. Bayer's in as well. So you've actually got pick of both. I would probably, I think Brennan at home makes me want to take that, but Bayer more likely, more goals in that game probably. And then yeah, I'd take double defence. Really hard to take a captain here. Maybe captain the keeper, by the way, just to go for it. But maybe not. It's up to you. But and then that's a bit of a mixed team, isn't it? So yeah, Timbo. Is it possible to Road to Glory this, similar to Ultimate Team, and not spend a single penny? BMO reviews, it is. We've actually got, well, without spending a single penny, you can do, it's a wee bit more farmy, a bit more grindy. And you would need to, so I've got a series on the channel, BMO, called Zero to Hero, where I buy guys that are like nominally priced, like £1, £5 at the most. And we look to attack some of the competitions that we've got here. So there's competitions that, so if you want to play for free and not play anything, you really need to hustle the Rivals mode, which is like head-to-head fantasy on a match. So like Man United, Man City, you're only picking players from both teams for that specific match. You get matched up with someone else head-to-head, and you play that over a league table for a week. And if you get promoted, you get boxes with cards in them, kind of thing. So you could do that. But if you could spend like nominal amounts, you can then move into modes where you play in the normal game weeks with everyone else with 4 common cards that you don't pay for, so you can pick anyone available from the competition, and 1 limited that you can hand pick to put into your team. And that's what the Zero to Hero series does. So if you want to do that, BMO, check out the video day before yesterday maybe. I do this stuff quite a lot. So you can do it. Just depends to what extent and how hard you want to grind. But yeah, Rivals is a grind with no cards as well. If you're in the UK, BMO, or France, having no cards in Rivals is a somewhat advantage because you'll only play against other people with no cards. So if you want to hustle and grind it, you can. It's definitely not unforeseen that people have done that. I used to actually call it Road to Glory last year and the year before, but I didn't. For this year, I thought it's not really a road. I'm not taking it anywhere. I just want to like get cheap guys and maximise them out, win some stuff, give some stuff away to you guys. You know, good players I've handpicked that are cheap, and anything that we win from it. So I didn't really want to call it Road to Glory because we're not going anywhere. You know? So that's why I went for Zero to Hero. You know, we're looking for zeros and we want to get some. You know, we want to turn them into heroes, or we want to win some heroes with them. but it is an RTG essentially, you know. But yeah, Luke Jones is up next. That sick Porto collection that was mentioned in the chat. Let's see what you're after. Luke Jones, you were just after Timbo. Got the Lacroix deal through Timbo. Love to see that. Where are we? Look. Where the hell are you, Luke? Ah, there you are. Good afternoon. I would take some in-season limited Prem and then under 23s. Limited in-season Prem. Limited in-season Prem. D1. Oh, we can pick. We can pick. Wow. Bereft of choices here. Right, top keeper. Raya is up there this weekend for top keeper. But I think Leno is the pick. Do you have a Leno? You've got lots of guys, but no Leno. That's fine. Dubravka could be good. How many goals can Ipswich score? Probably not that many. Yeah, let's go with Dubravka. Just don't... Because Crystal Palace could score a few against Arsenal. It's not out the realms of possibility. I like Hall away from home. I think that could be a good fixture as well. Real spike potential. Bruno's your captain. Capable guy. Let's see if he actually is captain. And then, yeah, I'd probably go... Isak Gordon. That's a fun play, by the way. We've got a classic spot, but so... Do we maybe... Actually, yeah, let's forget them for a second. Do we maybe just put Salah in here, classic? And then fifth man needs to be in season. We take the best in season guy we've got, which is maybe Guardiola. '96 boss team, man. Second team. Let's do the goalkeeper last. Let's see what we need to do in season and classic for the outfield. Mazraoui, I think he's a great card. It's not got a great L5, but we've seen that he can smash. Soboslai, Bernie, Morsey, Foden, Kudus. We've got some really nice in-season choices, actually. Just none of them really jump out because you've got like some tough fixtures like City, Villa. Smith Rowe against Southampton. Soboslai's away. Bernie. I like Smith Rowe, by the way, again. This is D2, so that's a nice play for that. And then we could go Newcastle attack here. Or take Ahmad, who's just some sort of mad SO5 freak at the moment, isn't he? Just needs a decisive. The AA is through the roof. Hard to look past him, isn't it? And then who's the best player? We've got another Bruno. Let's put the Bruno in. That means we need an in-season keeper. Bit of a Man United spine here with the Smith Rowe. Don't mind that. Just take the Onana then, maybe. That feels like it works. So we've got a D2 and a D1 and then a D4. So a little bit less pressure on big scoring potential. Raya could be very good here. Maybe Onana is the play, actually. Go with the second in season Onana at home to Bournemouth. We've got Delict, we've got Gui. Let's come back to defence for last. What do we have in midfield? We need big points here. We do have De Bruyne. We've got Harry Wilson classic on a AAA. Got Big Dom. I think Big Dom could do well against Spurs, by the way. Bernie's getting a lot of flack, and he could maybe step up. Like Villa, it's a hard match. Tottenham's a tough match. I think I would take Big Dom as an in-season mid. Rasmus, Gordon. And then, yeah, like, we could go Gordon Isak, probably. Gordon Isak. Great correlation between the two of them. And then in defence, we can go classic. Tempted to go Guardiola. You could go Mazraoui again for the Man United play. But I'm a big Josko fan. I think he's a boss defender. And in this lower division, it could be a real cheat code. What I want to kind of look at is how many minutes Bernie and Soboslai are getting, because they're very similar players. And yeah, if Bernie's on the 90-minute run and Soboslai isn't, I think I would maybe upgrade Bernie. I don't know. Soboslai can play the 90. Stick with Soposlai, don't overthink it. Probably just Captain Josco for safety. And then under 23s. Let's have a look at that look. Oh, we've got a D1 and a D2. Oh, yes. Tribinator. There's going to be so many Tribins in D1, isn't there, this week? Ottavio. Jaden Bogle's at home at 20th, but that could be good. Yeah, he's okay, isn't he? Let's see at home. He's got the form at home recently. But I think Ottavio away and that kind of... Oh, Gutierrez. Let's see if Ottavio scores. I think Gutierrez could have a... Oh, yeah, Ottavio. Let's take him. Maybe go double defence still. Saka mid. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take Rodrigo up front. Yeah. And then fifth man, I'm tempted to go put Miguel Gutierrez in here. João Pedro could be good. Brian Heel could be okay. Amorodon could do well. I'm going to go with Miguel. Captain Saka, Captain Rodrigo, Captain any of them, by the way. Really strong team. And then we'll do the D2 because you've got some good picks. Second goalkeeper, Trafford, Joan Garcia, Toby Lyson. Yeah, Trafford is the guy, isn't he? Gilchrist, how's he scoring? Hot and cold in spells. They are away to the Cardiffs. Actually does quite good away from home, doesn't he? I like Frimmers, but I'd probably put him in your last team rather than this team because he just can be a busted flush sometimes. And yeah, I'd probably lean into the Bogle on team 2. I think, I'm probably going to go Nico and a Moradon. And then Smith Rowe. Or Elliot Anderson, yeah. He's in good form. And for the final team, with kind of the best of the rest situation, I'm going to go with Lyson since there's no more Denke in that team. Frimmers. Raksaki's a good shout in that game. But I'm going to go with Sergio Gomez as a mid. Probably go Sergio and Smith Rowe. Haaland. Brian Heel, by the way, I think I would take him. Bit of AA and a decisive, and he's flying. And Smith Rowe. This team is a punt, but they've got big punch potential, where it could win the league. I think at the lower divisions, that's the sort of way to do it. Look at that, by the way. Buff. And then powerful, pretty good as well, and could be amazing, but if it isn't, hey, it's D4. He has a Palmer. No, does he? Am I blind? Is it a mid? Does he? It does. Does have a Palmer. Classic as well. Ooh, right, okay, so I think we drop Josco for the Palmer. Great spot, by the way. Who was that? Sorare AP, boom. No, I think you put Palmer into this D1 lineup to rinse it. We're looking for him not to start, because that's apparently why it's held him back, why he's buried so low in the list. Yeah, there he is. Boom, classic Palmer. I would then drop Salah out of this. Going to need to save this quickly. And then who were the in-season forwards we had? Ahmad, cheat code, or Gordon Isak. And did we have one over here? No, we didn't. I'm probably going to move Ahmad up. Yeah. Edit lineup. So delete Ahmad, save. Go into the third team. Delete Gordon, delete Isak, save. And then go back to team 1. Ahmad. And I'm a Captain Palmer guy. Save. And then team 2. I'm a Gordon guy, but Isak's L5 is better. I'm going to go with Isak. And then the third team will be Gordon as the in-season forward. Oh, we've also kind of missed, sorry, as I go back to team 2 here. No, we don't need to worry about that, that's fine. We go to team 3. Oh no, actually, because we're missing Salah. So team 2. Ooh, this is tricky. Okay, so team 2 looks like that. That's fine. So team 3, we're going to drop this Josco for the in-season Josco. And then we'll bring Salah in as the classic forward. We've got Soboslai still in midfield. Let's make sure there's nobody else hiding from us down here that we would really like to use in season. Probably fine. And then the last player in season. Yeah, Gordon feels good. Yeah, I'm probably still going with Gordon. Take Smith Rowe for Bruno. Smith Rowe. Once we've got Bruno here. We've got Bruno in team 2. And it's classic Bruno, so I don't think we can jigger that round another way. Mate, all 3 of these teams should be rinsing. Really powerful. And then do we have any... we actually have a Guardiol now, loose and goosen. So we could maybe drop Frimmers for Guardiol, because it's just a bit securer as a play. I don't think that's relieved anything else for us. Did anyone else get dropped out of that? That we would be really like, oh yeah, let's get him in now. Bino Gittins. I guess you can still play these guys in like champ and stuff, can't you? So yeah. Let's check the forward one more time. Pedro Haaland. Nah, stick by the Brian Heel. Unless... Actually, Doak. I take Doak. I'll wait at Plymouth. That should be a good game for him. Morgan Rogers. That's against City, isn't it? So, yeah. Bruno mid, Isak and Gordon forward. Oh, on this. Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's a good... I love that. Yeah, yeah. Bruno. Gordon. Yeah, I like that a lot. And then that means we're putting ESR into this team. Mate, I think we just completed the game. 390 plus. Oh, 88 for the top one. Mate, cooking. Cooking. Mate, I want to see you on podiums with some of this stuff, honestly. D2 and D4 podiums are yours to be snatched. And D1, like, you've got a lovely hybrid squad here. No one else will have a lineup like that in terms of the formation of it. And yeah, I'm quite happy enough with that. Dean Iverson, fist bump, my man. Good to see you in the house. And then next up is Aiden. Aiden PW, who is... What's your name again in this chat? Sorare AP. That's what it is. Sorare AP. Where are you, my man? Right at the beginning, where the requests were. Sorare AP. Under 23 and Contender Classic. So we'll do under 23 first then, Aiden. That's the way I'm taking that. The Tillmen. Wow, Trubin. How many Trubins have we seen today, honestly? Egan Riley, Caraceras. Oh, yeah, I'm taking Egan Riley. Bischoff, Tillman, Elise, Mohamed Cham. Oh, Mohamed Cham's playing Bodrumspor. Yeah, that feels good. Let's put Mohamed Cham in. Oh, you've got that Amatucci. Oh, he's been killing it. Was you who suggested him? Yeah, Amatucci's team one. Amatucci. I'm still a Rodrigo goes. Stoikers and Andrika are great for the other teams. Rodrigo. And then, Mohamed Cham or Bischoff. Mohamed Cham's game's just way better. That's a fucking freaky lineup. Good freaky, but... Trafford. Caraceras. Bischoff. Andrika. And then I'm looking at Elise and Tillman. Both at home. Both smash power capable. I think I take Tillman. I think that's just a bit better for PSV than it is for Bayern. And then for the third team that you're calling leftovers, it's going to be pretty powerful because Lamens has got a good game. Flamingo or Ndai? I'm probably going to take Flamingo because he's at home. I know I've ignored Affengruber, but I prefer Flamingo. Elise, Leopold, Lennon. Elise has to play. Stoikers is the man. And then Lennon. At home to Kelly, set pieces. Leopold at home to Hertha. Leopold. Very good right now. Miller. Not far off, by the way. Yeah, I'm taking Lennon. And then what was it after that? Contender Classic. Contender Classic. Berardi and Co. Oh, this is going to be fun, isn't it? So if we're doing Classic, you've got Schmeichel. Yeah, it's a Classic Schmeichel anyway. Cool. Vickers for safety in Team 1. Alistair Johnson did come off in the final with an injury, so it's maybe worth keeping that in mind. Wanizek, away against a big team, not really something to be totally put off by. Leopold has a little bit more going for him. .66 overall. Away from home, 62. Actually, really good scores for away from home. At home, a bit better. Top team as well. If we look at his form away from home against other like good teams, like just doesn't really miss, does he? Cologne, big match. Hanover, big match. Kaiserslautern. Yeah, Marvin's probably quite safe. McGregor is safety, but personified. But I'd probably take Marvin. Got to play Berardi. And then I'd maybe go Czerny. Or Inigo Vicente. This makes me want to play AJ Bucks. That's just too perfect for that lineup. Second choice, we've got Moldovan at home. Nice. Gori. Is that Spezia? Interesting. I'm going to go Moldovan. Katarvix. Leopold. Cherny. Muhim. And in the third team, let's take the Goris. He's double A. Oh, I like this Histrov guy. How good was he looking again the other day? Yeah, we like that. Hausenberg's got a good game, but it's a tough opponent. Affengruber's away. Should be a good game for Affengruber, but I think Histrov is... Yeah, he's maybe the guy here. Goes with the keeper. I'd be taking McGee. Luis Suarez. And then Engels, Zetner, Cuisance. I think Cuisance is like one of those guys that when you don't play him, he's going to smash all of a sudden. And I think this is a sort of game you'd be tempted not to play him in. And then he goes on to smash. So I'm going to put him in this team 3. And Captain McGregor's probably just solid. Quality lineups, by the way, mate. Quality. Let me catch up with the chat, sorry. The fact that they stand behind it and say they believe it's superior to normal predictions is embarrassing. What's this? Sorare data? They don't say it's superior to normal predictions, do they? That's just a laugh. Because it gets sabotaged. I have a question. As a beginner getting into the game, are Predictify and Sorare Data Premium worth it? At what point would you recommend getting them? Sorare Data and Predictify are 1000% worth it if you are playing the game competitively. Sorare Data is the ultimate time saver on any... Like, everything that's on Sorare Data you can find for yourself on Sorare. But you'll need to have your notepad and pen, and you'll be doing a lot of clicking, and you'll have multiple tabs and screens on the go. But with Sorare Data, it just takes a lot of heavy lifting away from you, and I will always spend money to save time, so I think it's a must-have when you're building your teams. If you don't want to keep it going all year round, I highly recommend joining the channel and becoming a member. I can help you with building your lineups and all that good stuff, of course. And Predictify, again, like, depending on how many lineups you've got, I highly recommend it, because even though me and Harry cover it on the deadline show, you might not be able to catch the deadline show every week. We may not always touch on your team. There might be some stuff that you have to check out on, so again, highly recommend both of them. But they're both like, they can, you can pay for them 3 months at a time, a year at a time, or month to month. So like, if you know like your period of time you find the use for the thing, just do it month to month, or pay 3 months and you know, like, you can. It's not like 12 or 18 month contracts or anything like that caper, you know. Charlie Loveday, that is fist bump to you, mate. It's a new name in the chat. Thanks for joining us, my man. Now that I've caught up, I'm going with the lineups you gave me in Champ, but going to tinker a wee bit. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Just seen now Juan Jesus preferred to Rafa Marin. Where did you see that, Charlie? Is it on here? Because that's been like that earlier today anyway. And for me, the newspapers have got it. Oh, he is in now. Interesting. Juan Jesus will be next to Rami. Kvara should snatch a place on the bench. Still not totally clear, but it sounds like it is. Juan Jesus, bummer, man. No news on Cunha ban yet, Motades. No problem, Charlie. Anytime I can help, I always will, buddy. But yeah, I think everyone thought he was going to get banned, but I've not heard a peep. Still projected to start. Hatlogen, what were we after? I definitely cannot add any latecomers onto the list, guys, if anyone does come late. Because we've got an hour to get on Seltzar here. and survive the misses attacking me for the lineup building be so full frontal tonight. 2 hours in, where are we? Hatlegin. DH main. Boom. Fist bump. I don't think I gave you one earlier on, mate. Good to see you in the chat. Hatlegin. Evening, Quinny. Can you have a look at my Prem and Champ in season? You can auto-complete the Bundes lineups to get them out of the way, as I don't want them in Champ. Prem, Champ. Okay, cool. Let's go to Bundes and just click the... Oh yeah, just click them away. Cool. So Prem in season. Oh, we're in D1. Onana's the take for me here. The little Butcher's getting scores. Is he? Yeah, he's on a good L5. I like Mazraoui, but so I'm probably going to go with Mazraoui. So I think that's a game for him against Bournemouth. Bruno. I think you have to take... Oh, I take Saka over Ahmad. Then maybe Ahmad is 5th man anyway. Yeah, I think so. And then with the second team, kind of has to be Raya. Guardiola's just got the biggest scoring potential there, doesn't he? Odegaard is pretty sexy for this team as well as a Palmer. What? No. The Palmers, by the way, this Palmer sabotage this game week is wild, isn't it? Where the freaking freak is he? There he is. I may be tempted to put Guardiola in there, by the way, over Mazraoui. Nah, stick with the Mazraoui. And then team 2, we had Raya, we've got Josko, we've got Odegaard, Ahmad, and then 5th man. Does Enzo want to play? Because I seen you had an Enzo here. Chelsea 5 hours ago. Caicedo and Enzo. Enzo could be good if we don't have an obvious top take. I really like Cunha, but maybe he's team 3 forward. Also Son. Yeah, let's go Son. And then with the last team then, we should have some really powerful takes, by the way. I think I kind of have to take Fabianski over Pickford. Pickford can do well. I prefer Pickford over a keeper I don't like. Fabianski, I don't think he's that good. And then final defender pick. I think Lisandro's probably our man for this. Maddison is who I'm looking at there now, unless there's somebody hiding. Enzo maybe. Away to the Chelsea. Yeah, let's go with Maddison. Home at Liverpool. Cunha. And then final play. Maybe Kudus. Enzo. Yeah, I'm going to go Enzo here. I'm a Captain Cunha kind of guy. And then Champ. Was it Champ in season, Hatlegin? Yeah, Champ in season. Never losing. Love that. Dimitrescu's got a good game. Taking that over Fabianski, no problem. Oh, bigger selection of defenders. I probably like Poro for this. Quite spiky. Liverpool could score a few, but Kim Min-jae Could be okay against Leipzig, but again, I don't think the clean sheet's coming. Isaac Keane, if he's on to play, check what the newspapers say for a wee bit of quickness. Atalanta. Keane is in, yeah. In midfield, Paqueta. Back where I banged last week, wasn't he? Maybe take Bowen as a play here, or Callum Hudson-Odoi. I'll probably go with Bowen being at home. And then fifth man, Rafi G. Is he on to play? No. Kim Min Jae is, but maybe he's the shout. So I think he's got that big sweaty power butt in a game like this. Yeah, Callum Hudson-Odoi, maybe even Kudus. A wee bit of that West Ham vibe in here. It's kind of against the run of play, but Adeyemi's not that great a fixture. Probably doesn't get 90. And Callum Hudson-Odoi is good and stuff. He's not smashing every week. I'd probably just take the Kudus and just then have a wee bit of West Ham win. You don't care about the clean sheet, but if they score some goals even. Yeah, I like that. And then D3 for the second team, so don't worry about Fabianski. As long as he doesn't get hammered, we'll be fine. Kim Min Jae works quite well here. Lamina could be good against Leicester. Was Lamina on the frame, but because he was again one of these guys involved in all the fights and crap, wasn't he? Wouldn't be surprised if he's been bombed. He's not. He's on 60-40, but so he's not certain. So it's maybe not somebody we want to totally jump on there. But I don't think we've got many choices actually. Ugarte and Mainu. Who's on for Man U? Not got a team yet. I'm probably going to go Lamina. That's a good game for him. If you're going to use him, it's a way to Leicester, isn't it? And then we've got, I'm probably looking at Højlund here. And then last man, could be classic if we want him to be. I'd maybe go Adeyemi, but he's so flaky. Darwin. Sander Berge. Yeah, sure. We're smashing some good AA, and again, I hope it's Southampton. That's a match. If you're going to play him, it would be there. So there we go, Hatlogen. Let me catch up with the chat. These translations. When is mine? Fab was very good last game. Cameron, you are like... So next up is Stefan, XD Right, Apocalypto, Cameron, AS 1987, Charlie Dunbar, Craig. Then we're done. I might take a wee comfort break, guys, for a wee quick minute. We've got just under an hour left to rattle through these. But yeah, Hatlogen, here's yours. Ignore the Bundesliga. He told me just to put them to one side. But yeah, looking good. Right, so I'll do the thing I did last time where when I put the pause screen on, I'll need to make a new pause screen that looks a little bit nicer and stuff. But I'll put that on. The chat will be coming on, and feel free to have a bit of banter with it and enjoy the little quiet break music for 1 minute if you just give me a second, guys. Thanks for your patience, everyone. Captain, Jude or Saka? Oh, Jesus, that's a tough one. What did I pick for you, Mini-Me? Did I pick one? Mini-Me. What did I pick for you? Saka. That's what I went for. That was Hatlogen done, and we're on to Stefan. Stefan, my man. Where are we? Stefan, evening contender teams and a special. Ooh, nice. Have a look at contender. What are we cooking? Contender in season. Give me my money. Caspar. Now, I actually just checked when I was just at the toilet there. I had a notification. Celtic, the press conference earlier today was Ralston. So I had somebody pick, I forget who it was, but somebody earlier, I put Johnson over Vickers. Undo that. Vickers over Johnson. Can't pick Johnson with much certainty at the moment. I'd go Vickers, or I'd maybe even go Taylor actually, because Taylor's quite spicy. Marvin, McGrath. Oh, some really good picks here. Let's go with the Marvin for the differentiator. Classic Berardi is the way to go these days. And I'm probably going to double up with Kuhn up front. I seen you had Kuhn there. I'd go with something like that. Another D1, we'll pick that next. Going to go Butland. Vickers. I'm probably going to go McGrath. And then classic Berardi again. And then in season, I wouldn't touch Trusty. I'd probably take Muhim. And then let's look at classic. You get high divisions here. Oh yeah, triple division 1. So we'll do all them next. Gordon at home to St J. Yeah. We can take classic Vickers. We can take high XP McGregor. We can take the Kuhn. And then fifth man, I would be looking at Lennon Miller. And then the next classic D1, we're looking at, probably going to take the Daniel because he's at home. I'm then looking at Taylor again. I'm looking at probably Hatate for this one on 13. And then up front, Dyson's pretty solid at 13 after being the cup hero. And fifth man, yeah, maybe McGregor or Cuisance. Yeah, I'll go McGregor. Do we have a classic McGregor, actually? And a classic Dyson? Yeah, classic Dyson. And then we have another McGregor. Yeah, sorted. And then when we go to the final D1, we're going to be looking at... we picked Schwabi over Kral before, so I'll stick with that logic. Now, Ralston should be the pick here, but do we have anyone safer? Again, Trusty and Scales is a bit of a coin toss. Johnson looks unlikely now. John Joe Kenny, Melly Mullenstein. I'm probably taking the Hatate as the kicker card here. McGregor midfield. I'm probably going to go Dyson up front again. And then the fifth man, I'm probably looking at Cuisance. Oh, these are in season, McGregor and Cuisance. Do we have any other ones? No. Okay, so I'm actually going to pick the next in season team next because it's a money catcher. So we'll go Kral in season. Do we have an in season Ralston? I would do that here. Alongside in season McGregor. In season Maeda. And classic, or just anything really. We could take Cuisance as well. Maybe that's a Hatate defender. I think we want to keep that. Hatate mid. It's a full Celtic stack in Division 3. The Ralston's a nice play. Yeah, I think I would take that. And I wouldn't be against Captain and Ralston, but probably just go with Hatate there. And then when we go to classic, it's D1, and we've already picked everyone we're going to use. So we take Schwabi. yeah, the defender Hitate plays in here. Cuisance will walk into this. We've got a Maeda still to use. And then the final guys, maybe Halstenberg. Shankland, against St Johnson, he should be getting a goal, shouldn't he? Still getting Engels. I think Engels plays over Bernardo personally. Do you know, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap that in season D3. I'm going to drop the McGregor for Engels. And then we'll play the McGregor over here. So we did actually end up with the same kind of team, actually, didn't we? Captain Hitate, just because it's a cheat code card. And then a special. Do we have the special on this? Christmas target. Right, your goalkeepers are. It has to be Pandur on the 45, doesn't it? Mullenstein 54. Let's pick defence last, because there's not an obvious take there. Midfield. I'd probably take Engels in the 46. And I like Ida on the 44 as well. Yeah, I would take Ida on 44. And then what does that leave us with? 115. So let's look at defence. Who's just the best defender we can get? And then we'll work backwards from there. Halstenberg 57. Leif Davis 50. I actually quite like that, because against Newcastle it could be okay for him. Halstenberg's got a tougher mat. Let's just Halstenberg and then we're off at 58. Yeah, let's just not try and be too cute if we don't need to be. Tadic 63. Oh, let's put Tadic in. What do we need? We need to save 5 off of Halstenberg, so we need a guy that's 52. Leaf. There we go. That does work perfectly. That's the way I would go. And that's like a. Does it hit 400? It certainly could with the scores that Engels and Tadic can do. Don't know what target to hit with that, to be honest with you, but that'll hit something. That'll hit something. Thanks to everyone that's here, by the way. Let me catch up with the chat. I have no chat I've missed. Excellent. So let's have a look at Stefan's contender boss lineups everywhere. Playing it safe in a good way, but like we're not going to get DNPs here. And then a quality cap mode. XD Rye up to 22 cards now. Love to see it. So let's look at Champ to see like the split and everything. It is mainly classics. No, we have in seasons, yeah. So let's look at. Let's just build it in Champ, and then we'll do what we normally do. Rono against Bremen, Flecken against Forest. I'm going to go Rono. Mittelstadt's got a great game, we know that already. Ooh, Amiri and Grifo are tough to take, but I'll probably take Amiri over him. Kane's back in the fold. So yeah, this is a Bundesliga team we're building. So let's go to Bundesliga in season. There's your top priority team. Rono, Mittelstadt, Amiri, Kane. And then fifth man is Grifo or Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck's actually got a better game than usual. But I think you just probably still have to take the Grifo. Let's have a look at Schlotto, how he does score. Oh yeah, he can do a good game. Hoffenheim. Yeah, busy teams. Away from home he'll be busy against Holstein Kiel. And Grifo, we can still use in the other team anyway. Grifo is quite solid, isn't he? Leverkusen probably do concede. Yeah, probably just do it. Captain Mittelstadt. Let me just double check Kane was on the page. Yeah, Kane is on the page. And then let's go back to Champ again. And we're doing Flecken, Schlotterbeck, Party Boy, Lukaku, Jorgen. Or a Stupian. Nah, I like Jorgen against Leicester. Probably just Captain Rom in case he can get double decisive for us. Teams kind of fall into place for the most part, don't they, XD? Apocalypto. Right, guys, we're on the home stretch. I might be able to eat some food between streams. Didn't catch you building my lineups. We'll watch back after the SD show. Thanks very much, Halogen, for keeping in touch, mate. Love it. Hey, Apocalypto, the man that's returned from the shadows after the Celtic Zagreb game. Fist bump on arrival, mate. Love that. Can I get help with La Liga and Champ? Yeah, so I'll do La Liga first then. Sorare. Rudiger. By the way, all three mids, I think there's a case for every one of them quite equally. I think you have to take Valverde, but I'm going to take Take. And then I think because we've taken Take, I would go Sucic. I think Zubimendi is going to eat up all around in this, but I think Sucic is going to get a bit of AA and is a bit more decisive. So that's the way I would go, and I'd probably captain Take or Valverde. It's one of them two, but I'm a Take guy. And then team 2, we're looking at Jan the Man away to Barca. Oh, this is tough. Kind of has to be Mojica, Zubimendi, Jules, Spider-Man. And there's no Modric or Ceballos on this, is there? How did you say it, Apocalypto? Sorry. La Liga and Champs. Yeah, this is maybe isn't a La Liga team. Let's have a look at Champs. Champion season. Carnesecchi, Mignan. Yeah, we've got 3 keepers here. What happened to... Oh, did that team save? It did. Let's delete that team. Save. And let's go to Champ. What's the top team? Yeah, we've got a D1, so let's prioritise that. Merit is probably the man to take here. Or Carnesecchi, by the way. I'm going to take Carnesecchi because he's at home. Yeah, but Empoli have got a wee bit of... Yeah, watch out for them. Oliveira, Tavares. I think you need to take Oliveira because he's the boss, isn't he? But this is in season, so do we want classic Elise? Classic Kalinoglu? I hope Como feels better, doesn't it? And then we have Reinders. Yeah, I think I'll take Kalinoglu at home as the classic take. Then Lookman is very easy to take alongside Carnesecchi there. And then 5th man needs to be in season. Rafael Leao looks not bad. I'm inclined to maybe go for the Di Lorenzo. Double Napoli fullback this. My Captain Lookman kind of guy. And then 2nd champ in season's D2 as well. Yeah. Let's lean into this. Probably go Merit here. And then, oh yeah, I like Nuno Tavares for the... Oh, and you've got Theo as well. Let's have a look at the lineups again for Lazio and AC. So AC have no Theo, 50-50 for him. So we're going to stay away from that. And Lazio away to Lecce. Yeah, Nuno's on. So we take Nuno, no problem. Reinders, Zubimendi, Zambo, very, very good, easy takes. I think Tijani is probably my take out of the 3 of them. It makes Leao go with him quite easily. Is Leao on? I never really checked AC fully there. Yeah, Leao is on. And then 5th man, Elise, the classic, feels appropriate. And then really take your pick of captains for any of them. And then the pizza team, as you've called it. Magic Mike, Jamiste. I don't think he's on to play. Malik Theo and Theo Hernandez are in the frame. Malik Theo is on to play. And Jamiste, let's see if he's in there for Atalanta, because I think he performs very well when he starts. He's not. So I think we can take Malik Theo. I like Zakanye as well, by the way. His midfield, I don't know if he pops that hard. But he will get a decisive for me in a game like that, so I would take Zakanye. Now, we've actually left all those La Liga guys for the most part, I think, so we'll play Retigui here over Spider-Man. And then 5th man, we've got Zambo. I like Zambo over Ederson. Yeah, I'm going to go Zambo. Oh no, when we read that, did it say Zambo was dodgy? Where is Napoli? Yeah, Zambo's there. And then if we go back to La Liga, Team 2, Stay, sorry, save that. And if we go back to La Liga, I would actually recommend being really cute with this and going into Division 4, in actual fact, because tough games, and if you can get promoted, that will help you in another week. The defender picks you've got aren't great, and we are looking at needing a super sub here. Modric, Ceballos. I'm probably going to take Modric. He's going to get minutes, isn't he? And I'm probably captaining Zubimendi, so I'd probably D4 that. Apocalypto did you ask me, friend? It was just Champion La Liga. So yeah, I'd go top division that you can and a bottom division in La Liga, and I'd build the champs in the middle. Apocalypto. And then we've got Cameron M. Can I get mine done, pal? Please, excited for the weekend. Yeah, no problem. What is it we're focusing on, Cameron? I know you're still in the chat, buddy. What is it we're focusing on? What's the priority? What we're excited to nail? Quinny, has anyone ever said you're like a mastermind, how you pull all these teams together? I don't think anyone's ever said that, mate. Although I do feel sometimes that I'm like fucking spinning plates and moving chess pieces and building a puzzle, putting a mosaic together all at once. So I appreciate the compliment, mate. It means a lot to me, and it definitely helps my self-esteem. So thanks a lot, mate. I really appreciate that. But Cameron, if you can help me clear up what we're attacking here, I'm going to look at Charlie in season since that's top of the thing fee here. We've got Franco Israel as a top keeper pick. Yeah. Araujo, De Kuiper, Kayembe, some of the recurring heroes of today. I think Araujo walks in because he's at home. Zorgan has got a good game, but I think Mohamed Cham. And Veerman. I'm going Mohamed Cham. Game's too good to ignore. Dries or Di Maria. I'm going Di Maria. Is he on to play? I just need to double check that. Portugal. Do we have them? The Benficas? No, I don't see it. Oh, we do. It's there, but it's not filled in. Yeah, I'm going to stick with Di Maria. And then fifth man, Dries, Arkatoğlu. I may actually go Dries, by the way. Double up on it. And then in season team 2. Both the same division, so Brandon Horse is not the guy. Mignoli, maybe. Koosmans, nah. Davy Rofe, yeah. Davy Rofe is the next guy. Flamengo or De Kuiper. I'm going to go to Kuiper because the form is so irresistible at the moment. Zorgan and Sara and Veerman still to select in midfield. I think it's Zorgan and Sara double mid here. Classic Tadic. Or classic Arkatoğlu. I think I take Arkatoğlu and then Sara. And then with the third team is in D3, so it's a lower level. So it's okay that we're maybe risking the keeper a bit more with like a Mignoli type. I think we take Flamengo. Veerman going together, that's lovely. And yeah, Tadic could go here. Stoikers. Dreyer. I think you maybe take Dusty Dusan in this one, so it's D3, and Dusan can still do well enough in that division to get you promoted. But no Fabio Vieira classic then. Is there a in-season forward? Yeah, like Stoikers. Maybe just take Stoikers for the in-season. Tadic has been a bit flaky with being on the bench and whatnot, and then we can play Fab V. Then again, take your picks of captains. I did, but put my thoughts in the Telegram, Quinny. Oh, no problem. I've got a message from my Rangers pal saying pen or no pen. Well, the rules are not what I thought they were. I stand corrected. Happy to admit when I'm wrong. That's WhatsApp, sorry. We need Telegram. Cameron, where are you, my man? Thoughts on shuffling. So it was Challengers in season. That's cool. And what was this screenshot? Challengers again. Aye, so it was just Challengers. That's cool, Cameron. I was just making sure I was doing the right thing. Let's go to in season. Oh, you've got in season D1s. We've maybe went a wee bit over. Nah, I don't mind chasing the money over classic because you've got in season cards. You want that ROI. Probably going Michele or Kai. I'm going to go Kayembe. Lord, oh no, Fabio, Dusty, and Vanaken, or there was somebody else that grabbed my eye. Vanaken or Donlorge Neeper. There we go. That's who I want. Save that. Next one is another D1 team. Schellender's the next take, I think, here. Michele or Vergever. I'm going to go Vergever because he's at home. I wish Wrench had better form. We could take him here, but we'll maybe play him in the last team. Hans. Ooh, De Jong at home. Feyenoord. Dan Rotz. Bilal Brahimi. I think Bilal Brahimi are drier. I'm going to go drier. Big game player. Big game, big player. And then maybe Wrench. I don't mind Aidan O'Neill in general, but I don't think he's this level of play. So I think we go with... it's maybe Michele. Or Bilal. No, I think I'll go Bilal Brahimi here. Just try and get that firepower crammed into this team. And then this is a low division effort. So we've got Brandon Horst. I'm going to go Wrench on this one. Hanen. Play De Jong since it's a lower division. And yeah, maybe Hanko, by the way. Away to PSV if they don't score that many. Yeah, nah, you've got De Jong in this team. Let's not do that. Let's go. Yeah, let's go Michele. Kenneth Taylor. Like, I looked at his scores earlier. I'm not that motivated to put him in a good team. Oh, maybe I'm actually a fucking tube. Yeah, actually I am a fucking tube. Where do we want to put him? I think I'd put him into team 2. So we'll drop the Bilal. We'll play Kenny T. And then for the last team, drop Michele for Brahimi. Yeah. I don't mind that we've went for D2s over D1s in the priority here, because the in-season element you want to be capturing, you know, so let's not ignore that. Cool, and we're on the final 3. Aiden, Sorare AP, what was yours, mate? Oh, Sorare AP. Hi, Quinny, could you get my under 23 and contender classics? Yeah. I don't know what scarcity these are, but you've got similar amounts of rare and limited. Under 23. Let's look at limited and then it'll show up the rares anyway. It is limited, okay. Double Owusu Oduro. Sorry, I put my phone on charge. Oh, someone got a Joanne Jordan. Fire. Brandthwaite, David Muller-Wolf. What was the other one? Sorare AP? Contender. Yes, we don't need to worry about Wrench then. That's fine. Wrench. Yeah, under 23, Sorare AP. I'm not sure what we're playing with here. Have I built teams for this already somewhere, somehow? No, I've not built any. Yeah, mate, you've not got much under 23 going on here. Like, I'm not too sure what I'll be able to help with because your midfield is kind of non-existent. Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I'm going to move on to your contender because I don't think I can really help you with that. It doesn't feel like it's actually going. And where the hell is contender? Contender. Did you say classic or contender classic? Leave. Sorare AP. Oh no. This isn't Sorare AP. This is... Oh, we're way past Sorare AP, I beg your pardon. Who's AS again? Aiden Smith, there they are. Challenger in season. There we go, that makes a lot more sense. Challenger in season. I guess it's rare. Franco's the man. I do quite like Wrench. Is Quaresma better? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I go Wrench. Mini Coop is on form. He's at home. Can get behind that. In the series, if he's on to play, he's been catching some bullets recently, and he's been locking and loading. He's on to play. Brilliant. And then Final Man needs to be in season. I'm looking at Quaresma because he matches the keeper. And yeah, I don't think there's anyone else that's obviously the in-season play, so that's fine. And I'm probably captaining Mini Coop because of the form he's got recently. And then we look at the second team. These are lower divisions, so you've actually got a really good chance of success with these stacks. In-season Wolf. In midfield, we're looking for classic. Is Gedson going to play? Where's Besiktas? Besiktas are at home to Alanyaspor. Gedson's in. Cam? Oh yeah, sign us up for that. Van Bommel. No Marcus Edwards. Is that for certain? No. Did we have a sporting lineup earlier? Yeah, we did. Yeah, Marcus Edwards has just been bombed, hasn't he? And then fifth man. Oh, this needs to be in season. We've used 2 classics for that Gedson. Oh, this is tough, mate. You need to play this one classic. Maybe we go back to this team, but that Gedson might be... Yeah, ditch the Quaresma. Ditch the Quaresma, get Gedson. Oh no, but he's classic. Oh. Alright, let's put Gedson in, and then I'll take the in-season Wolf, because I don't think there's much really between... Or Quaresma, even, yeah. Let's just take the Quaresma. That makes better sense. And then we go to classic for the other half of this. D3. Fabian de Keizer. Wrench. I'm going to go Mignan. Need to play Van Bommel. And then fifth man, really want to avoid Classy. So I'd probably go with the Wolf if Szymanski's not on to play. Szymanski is on to play. Oh, and he's in season as well. Oh, that's extra naughty. We're doing this again. Nah. Do you know what? I'm going to drop Mini Coop for Szymanski. That's what I'm going to do. And then when we go to classic, we go to Keizer, Wrench, Mini Coop, Van Bommel, and Mignan. 2 classics, which is why 3 classics, yeah. That's why we can't go in season. That's the way I would cut this up, mate. What was the name on this one again? Aiden Smith. So their AP is also called Aiden, so I think that's how I got those wires crossed. But that's how I'd cut it. Fenerbahce Sporting Lisbon sandwich with a Captain Gedson filler. And then a little bit of the Dutch for the classic. Charlie boy, you gave me... Yeah, so avoid Dubravka, Hall, Tonali, Gordon, Murphy. Only going to play for top target. Love that, Charlie. Let's fucking get it, mate. Christmas target. So no Dubravka. Dimitrievski's L1566. Fuck me, man. And let's do goalkeeper last, because that's just the least fun, most prohibitive. Halls, yeah, too punchy anyway. We did have Rafa Marin in here, Charlie, didn't we, for an L15-0, but that's now been kiboshed, sadly. I do think he's still got a fair chance of playing, by the way. Livramento on 44. Van Uwijk on 44. How's his form been? Well, he's Van Uwijking it up a bit, isn't he? Still a bit flaky. Shar's the same price. Livramento's the same price. Yeah, I'm taking Van Uwijk over Livramento. Still got that Trent in there, I see. Maybe Sergio's a cheat code. Let's move on to midfield in case there's some of these options make some of these decisions make themselves for us. I don't mind Danny P or Sucic. They're actually quite well priced. Braze is very good at 47, I think. Yeah, I like Braze at 47. Away to former club Celta Vigo. You know how that's going to go. Ayoze 59 is a bit punchy. Louis 57. Jorgen Strand's not bad at 48. But we need someone that can really spread their wings and fly here. I think we prioritise forward to have a bit of bang. You've got 2 Gordons here, Charlie. Can I use the second one? 55 feels like the sweet spot for you. Yeah, I think I'm just going to say you're letting me use the second Gordon. And who else did you use? Dubs, Hall, Tonali, Gordon, Murphy. And goals. For Bruggen on 42 feels too hard to look past here. And how many points left? 106. So we can probably get kind of any defender we want. So I would take the Sergio. If we took Trent, Charlie, try and get a bit of market credit out of him, you know. And then we've got 46 points remaining. Filter. Where is it? L15. How many points were left? 46. Yeah. You get 2 Murphys and Van Uwijk. You get 2 Murphys. Can I use the second one? Don't use Gordon, please. I meant don't use the main stack plus the ones I listed. Ah, got you, okay. Well, you've got 2 Murphys, but you can still use 1 Murphy, can we not? So we're looking at ASM at 51. Cho on 54. Reuter 43. Felipe Augusto. No Kvaradona. Yeah, I think we'd maybe go with ASM then. Was he on to play for Fenerbahce? He is 60%. I think we take ASM. Yeah, I use 1 Murphy, so we can use the second one if we want. We've got 50 points remaining. And yeah, Murphy might still be the best shout. Oh, Danny P, 51. Let's do the filter. $50. Apply. Yeah, I think Murphy is the final man here. Or Sucic. Or Leaf David. It's not really working for you, is it? Yeah, I think Murphy's the play. Yeah, Captain Trent. I can go top target with Captain Trent, Charlie boy. I know you don't want to use him. I know you don't like him and all that, but you've still got him. So I'd probably cut something like that, mate. For Bruggen, Trent, Braze, I think is the base here, along with Murphy. Actually, I think that's the base, and it's the forward is the kind of optional part there. And then the final one we're on to, and oh, nah, no time for dinner between streams for me. Craig H. Craig, you were quite late to the party, buddy, so let me try and find you. Craigie boy, Craig's on fire there. Craig, hope my conference Chelsea stuff sounds good. Craig, lovely donation. Really appreciate all the advice. That's just for the pints. I thought the request might have been in there, but it's not. Craig. Could I jump on the back of the queue if you don't for contender lineups? Don't worry if you don't get time. Contender. Let's do it, mate. Contender in season. Yeah, we'll do these 3D ones, mate. Schmeichel. I'm taking Taylor. McGee. Classic Berardi. I think I've built this team already for someone. We went with Kuhn as the 5th man here, and I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't do the same, mate. So that's the way I would cut this again. Captain B. Team 2, you're probably playing Butland. Yeah, Butland. Tavernier. Raskin's been doing well, but I'd probably take McGrath over him. And then Cherney. And best other player, Levaya, away to 9th, sorry. Feels okay, but yeah, after seeing those Igamani scores, I think you'd probably just better going with him. And then for the final team, we're looking at Gordon. Bomb is interesting here. But I'm probably going to take CCV. I'm going to go Lennon Miller. Levaya. And then best of the rest. Elias Bomb or Raskin. Raskin's been doing better. I did see his scores recently. Been rather impressive. It's against Tottenham. Obviously a lot of digging out in that game to do. So he's kind of hovering around that solid 28A mark, isn't he? Bomb's not too dissimilar from fullback. Top of the league against Schalke. Big game. I'd maybe go Bomb. Or Hatate or Bajrami. I'd probably put that Bajrami in here. That's the way I would do it. Get dinner. Nah, sorry, I'll get dinner after Satara here. Don't worry, mate. Don't worry. I won't have time for it anyway. But that's the way I would do your in-seasons, mate. I'd go full Celtic with Berardi. I would then go McGrath with the Rangers. And then I would do a best of the rest for this one, which is a nice kind of composite team from all over the place. Guys, honestly, sincerely, especially Craig with the super chat tonight, thank you very much, mate. Thanks to all the FC Barcelona season ticket holders for all the support this year. There's plenty more stuff coming out before the turn of the year happens, of course, on the channel. But sincerely, I couldn't do any of this without you. I really appreciate all the support that you guys give me with the social media posts, likes and retweets and all that good stuff. Getting involved in the live streams, supporting the channel by getting your season ticket. Everything, guys, is not wasted on me. I'm very, very grateful, very appreciative, and I will continue to do as much as I can to give you as much bang for buck for this as well. Cham or MDC captain? Got to be Cham at home. Great fixture. MDC should do well, but you know, away from home, and he's a fullback. You know, they can just kill you sometimes, can't they? But yeah, if you're interested in Celtic stuff, me and McBride Ace will be live in like 10 minutes if you want to go over this in a bit more detail with us. And yeah, stay out of trouble. I'll see you tomorrow otherwise for the deadline show. Take care, everyone.